Hey everyone, welcome back to Explain. Now we're back for the third time. We're gonna try this one more time. We're gonna try it one more time. Let's do this. We're gonna delete the last video. We are back. We're gonna do it. If this sim crashes one more time, I'm going to bed. IRS is in a line. Now let's actually show how we start up this thing, because I don't really show it. I like going straight in. I like preparing for the stream and then pushing back. But I'll do something different today because, well, life.
Because, well, life.
We are in Boston Logan today. Connect to that sim. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. There we go. JetBlue. We're not a JetBlue 737-800. We're a JetBlue 8320. 8320. JetBlue. There we go. Connected to VATSIM. Connected to VATSIM. Fuel truck call. We need 11,000 kilograms of fuel. Okay, Renard Perkins, welcome aboard. We're gonna try this one more time. Okay, fuel is set. Packs are set. And packs are about to be set. Performance data set. There we go, done. Performance data is set. Let's get out of Boston as quickly as we can. So, this engine, even though it says CFM56, we're actually in the IAE engines. I don't know how to. I don't know if there's a way to fix that. Boston 3447. Okay, I'll look at the clearance in a sec. KBOS to Kilo Mike Sierra Yankee. IRS in it on a line. There we go. B66510, which is the call sign they're using for this flight right now. Third time, yep, welcome aboard, Captain K. We are back for the third time because of bomba clot shenanigans is what this is. 36,000 feet, there we go. Departure out of Boston. Departure out of Boston, 04 right, Blazer 4 transition, Blazer 4 departure, then what the hell are we doing? Blazer 4 departure. Where is the route? The route is here. Blazer 4 departure, then direct to Bath. Direct to Bath. Then we get on an airway to Quebec 448. Airway over to PTW. Then we get on another airway, Juliet 48. Charlie Sierra November. Then we get out of here, we direct. Then we go to Fanpo. Quebec 40. Neola. We go direct to Meridian, Mississippi, which is actually in my Arctic's airspace. You know where that is, MEI, because I've flown there off of stream. MEI, then we're going to MSY, arrival. I expect RNAV Zulu 20 right now. That may change later, but that's currently in use according to D8 Rhythm 4, MEI, execute done. Alright, so now we're just waiting for the IRS to align.
Alright, I'm almost done. I should be loading up soon.
Go. Nav TCAS fault, that's because of the IRS. Yeah, this is Boston Logan by Mr. X. We are here in the JetBlue concourse. This is the city of Boston. We're in the JetBlue Red Sox livery. I figured since we're in Boston, we might as well fly with the Red Sox livery. Departing on this runway, which is 4 right. 4 right we're departing. Even though on D8 is the active runway is 15 right, but that's a different story. We got this VIP. Do you see VIP 1 there? It's the guy VIP 1 pushing back in Boston. And this is us. This JetBlue Red Sox livery here. Map not available. That should correct itself any minute now. IRS aligning in 2 minutes. Refueling. Let's switch on the APU and see if it works now. It wouldn't even let me start the engine. I'm running the IAE mod for this plane. Let's go through step by step and make sure everything looks correct. Okay, so Boston 4 right, we're going to be departing on this weird thing going to the southeast and turning around. Then flying west and south all the way till we get to New Orleans. Perfect. Route looks good. Flight director not yet. Flight directors are not yet available because the IRS is not allowing. We're going to be going to 35,000 feet, or 36,000 feet because we're going west. Let me get the music on. JetBlue 6510. Ready to get out of here. I don't know why they're operating this flight.
I'm probably gonna be like very far behind you. That's fine.
I'm just waiting for my IRS to align. Once the IRS is done, I'm ready to get out of here. I don't need the fuel truck anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard JetBlue Flight 6510 non-stop service to New Orleans, Louisiana. Currently the flight time is expected to be 2 hours and 57 minutes. We'll give you an update on the weather as we get close to New Orleans, but it should be a nice, pleasant flight all the way down with a pretty good day on arrival. I'd like to thank you for flying with us today, and we wish you a pleasant journey. So this was an issue with the aircraft activation. APU is available. Let me make sure that it's available. Initialize weight, I already did. Buddy, I already initialized the weights. Okay, but I can do it. Get out of my face.
You seem very happy.
It doesn't say APU avail on my eCam. But if I go to the APU page on the lower eCam, it says available. So let's just hope for the best. There we go. It worked. All right. It worked. We're gonna depart.
Did they update the plane, fixing the eCam or the EFB?
I haven't updated it yet.
Okay.
I'm still running 1.0.2.
Yeah, maybe that's what's causing the problems.
Oh no, it worked. It was apparently. I looked on the forum. This was a thing when you didn't activate the plane and restart X-plane, it would do that. So you're saying the A320 is buggy? No, it was just there's one bug with it, and it's with that, and then this particular version I'm running, there's a bug with the.
Please show me where you want to go.
There's a bug with the what's it called? Okay, hang on. I have to push back. I don't know how I'd push back in real life out of here. I'd probably have to push back and then push on. I'd probably have the tug take me on the taxiway. Probably have the tug take me on the taxiway, honestly. And this is probably the only way I'd be able to push out of here like this.
I don't know. X update is taking forever, so it might be like an hour behind.
Ground to cockpit. Tower driving up.
Contact the departure and tell them I'm ready. Or the ground is not ready for push. Flight director. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to get the V speeds before I do any of that. 136, 136, 140. Flex temp 45 degrees. That's my standard go-to flex temp in this thing. Trim, flaps 1, trim 0.2, and set. God, there we go. Okay. Let's contact Boston ground 121.9.
Wait, you're in the non-movement area. Why are you contacting for push?
Am I in a non-movement area? Because he said in the PDC, he said contact when ready for push.
Well, PDCs are bullshit, basically. But let me see.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Well, Boston ground logged off.
You're at gate what?
Charlie 42. Boston ground logged off. It's just Boston approach now. 123.0.
Yeah, realistically, you would not call them for push, but
yeah, but this is realistically they're also departing 15 right.
Oh.
But I don't know. Let's contact Boston ground approach. Right, let's contact him. And a Boston approach, very good evening. JetBlue 6510 at San Charlie 42 requesting push and start.
So connected and bypass plan inserted.
6510 Boston departure, good evening. Push in the alley, your discretion, call for taxi.
Not a call for taxi, JetBlue 6510. Listen, why would you say contact when ready for...
heavy contact Boston Center 134.7.
Why would you say call when ready for push and then say it's at your discretion? Like what?
Air Canada 786, wind 090 at 7, following an A3, correction 737 on a mile final, runway 4 right, clear to land.
Okay. 3447. 3447 is the squawk.
Alright, I'm letting it now.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Off, very good.
Did the roof fire ready to depart?
Yeah, it did. I think so. I mean, it honestly could just be a bug on the part of Flight Radar 24. It said estimated departure 11:25. So oh, we got the IAE sounds. We got the IAE sounds.
Yeah, Flight Radar seems to be bugging me a little bit because it's showing Delta 720 twice.
On 423 heavy, runway 4 right, taxi via Lima, Bravo. 4 right via Lima, Bravo, sunset 420.
Yeah, Flight Radar doesn't find just 6510. We'll check right away.
There's the Cape Air hangar at Boston.
Alright, let me start. Okay. New flight, E321. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
Finally, third time is the charm. Let's go.
Alright, KBOS. Gate Charlie 36, I believe I'm going at. I hope Boston's the only place where I know where JetBlue parks.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Why is JetBlue making a base at Newark?
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
I don't particularly know, but I'd assume. I mean, I honestly don't know.
got this pretty complex looking star over here. Last I checked, the altimeter was 3008. Let me check it again. Boston, ATIS 090 at 7. Altimeter 3009. Okay, so it changed. Let's go to Boston charts. I don't know why this Mr. X Boston
Cell
has
is
always been
disconnected
trending.
and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
I've never had that issue.
B6, welcome to Boston. Taxi via Romeo, November. Cross runway 4 left. Hold short for
Flight
runway
control
15
check.
left.
Full left, full right, neutral, full up. Full
Romeo
down,
November,
neutral.
cross 4 left, hold short.
Rudder left,
15
rudder right,
left,
neutral.
again,
Flight control
086.
check complete. I don't know why my throttle just went to 80%, but luckily the parking brake was on.
So JetBlue's adding 30 new domestic routes to serve customers in markets where leisure and
Wait, 1 sec, I'm gonna contact the departure. Boston departure, JetBlue 6510 ready for taxi 04 right.
Double 6510, squad mode Charlie, please. We'll get you going momentarily.
Oh, sorry about that. I am an ATC and I forgot it.
you forgot what?
Charlie.
Squawk mode, Charlie.
Yeah.
Double 6510 off. Just pull up there to had an aircraft, not entirely sure what he's doing. So you're gonna give way to an A330, and then there's another aircraft who's supposedly behind him on Bravo. I'm just gonna see what he's doing, and then I'll get you going.
Okay, we'll give way to the A330 and then we'll figure out what the other aircraft is doing. JetBlue 6510.
Okay, double 6510. Actually, that aircraft is no longer here, so you can follow the A330 ahead on Bravo. Taxi runway 4 via Bravo.
Roger, follow the Lufthansa A330 to 04 right on Bravo, JetBlue 6510. Alright. Auto brake. Spoilers. Flaps. Cabin is advised. So I gotta follow the A330 on Bravo to the runway.
I have just
Air Canada 786, cross runway 4 left, hold short of runway, correction, cross runway 15 right, hold short of runway 15 left on November.
Roger, cross 15 right, hold short, 15 left, Air Canada 170. Correction, cross 15 left, hold short, 15 right.
We got a heavy A330 ahead of us going to Frankfurt. I think it's either going to Frankfurt or Munich.
aircraft. Do you guys get PDCs at Memphis or no?
Sometimes during it, like, I don't know why they didn't during the FNO, but you're typically supposed to, unless, I mean, I usually always do. No, sorry. The protocol is to not, unless there's a big event.
At CNY, it's like controller. It's like basically what the controller wants to do.
Okay, so my instructor likes to, so he told me to, but a lot of other controllers don't. So like it's.
Yeah, I mean, if a pilot requests it, sure. I mean, a lot of times people are still using old school clearance delivery.
Yeah.
But now, actually, I watched one of Steve-O's videos, and now they're actually giving PDCs via text messages. So I mean,
South of 423 heavy, runway 4 right, clear for takeoff.
PDCs to text via text. So I mean, I don't know how that's.
Wait, you know what's weird?
The 786 on November
what?
cross
This
runway
Boston
15
controller
right,
just cleared him for
taxi
takeoff
via
without
Bravo,
mentioning
Echo
surface
to the ramp
winds.
today.
Cross 15 right, Bravo
technically you
front for Canada
don't have
76.
to,
Thank you.
Oh.
but
Approaching.
I mean,
09.
unless he's terribly busy, you don't have to.
Boston approach, this is number 760 Papa Lima with information right request to transition to Class Bravo airspace via hemisphere to land at Boston.
Number 760 Papa Lima, Boston approach, squawk 3464.
Ooh, Josh is not a real
3464, number 760 Papa Lima.
Approaching.
Runways.
He's a good controller.
Yeah.
I think I've had him before.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had him multiple times.
Plus, I haven't flown JetBlue on stream before, so I figured might as well. And their biggest hub right now, at least, is Logan. So
November 7th.
I don't know which is bigger, Logan or JFK for them.
1 8 miles north of Boston, altitude indicates 1,500.
That's where
You're put in the Class Bravo airspace.
Yeah, their base is JFK.
Or at or below 2,000.
Yeah, but I think it is JFK.
Okay.
How are you landing 33 left but departing 15 right?
I don't know. I saw that. I was really confused.
How?
They're probably making them like climb really fast.
November 760 Papa Lima, Boston approach. Did you copy your clearance?
I mean, the center controller has the 80, so he probably doesn't cover the.
Affirmative. Maintain below 2,000 feet, cleared for, and maintain VFR.
760 Papa Lima, proceed inbound via the Hampshire route. Expect runway 4 right.
Yes, take runway 4 right, number 760 Papa Lima.
Waiting for the A320.
76510, about 90 more seconds here for wait turbulence behind the departing A330. Runway 4 right, line up and wait, and again, caution, wait turbulence.
Cargo will wait 94 seconds because of wake turbulence and line up and wait runway 04 right, JetBlue 6510. Alright, start the chrono. So let's wait 94 seconds, so 1 minute and 34 seconds is what that is. Captain Geo's landing. I need to watch this. Was it?
Approaching 04
423,
right.
heavy say altitude.
A few moments later.
Button 1,500, 423, heavy radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000. 14,000, 422.
What is New Orleans using?
They're using 2-0 for if you're coming from the north and southeast.
Alright.
On runway 04 right.
JetBlue 6510, runway 4 right, cleared for takeoff.
Give or take off JetBlue 6510.
GPS.
Alright, he said wait 94 seconds, so I'm gonna keep waiting. Turn.
GPS runway 20, is that R now? That's just alright.
Auto speed off. Geo crashed. Oh my god.
Oh, it seems like Geo's crashing is typical now after his Atlanta one.
Yeah. I was up for that landing and I nearly fainted laughing. Okay, 1 hour, 1 minute. Okay, we're good. We're good.
On
So we're
runway
gonna take off.
04 right. On runway 04 right.
Throttle stable at 45%. Oh, I love these IAE sounds. Power set. Manflex 45 SRS runway auto thrust blue. 100 knots. V1 rotate. Positive rate, gear up. And I'm gonna put the autopilot on because
Too low, terrain.
We've got a pretty complicated sit out of here.
6510, stay altitude.
JetBlue 6510, we are passing 1,400 feet.
6510, radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000.
Up to 14,000, JetBlue 6510.
Perfect. He's coming on now. Oh wow, okay, so I'm not really terribly behind you, but yeah.
I love these IAE sounds, wow.
I know. They're my favorite engines.
Yeah, I love the IAE. They look nice and they are much better.
Yeah. Well, actually, the CFM is preferred on everything but the A321.
Yeah.
In terms of performance.
Yep. I just think the IAE looks better on the A320.
Yeah, it does. And it looks terrible on A318.
Yeah.
I believe the A318 only comes with CFM, correct?
I think so. Because I think the carrier that orders, the two carriers that order them only...
South 423, heavy contact, Boston Center 134.7.
The two carriers that ordered them, which are BA and Air France, and then I think Frontier used to operate them?
A318s, I believe so, yeah.
They did, yeah, and then they retired it. And they also retired their 19s, which is something I did not realize until recently. No, they retired them.
Oh, wow.
I have visual separation with this guy, this Lufthansa A330. I was about to say A320, I was like, there would not be a Lufthansa A320 in Boston. Unless they're really bad.
Well, I've had a 738 from the Guardians in Dublin, so I mean...
Okay, good. He's going to the correct place. He's going to Frankfurt, and it's good. I'm glad.
Good, that's... Oh my God,
Frankfurt and Munich would have been acceptable. Any other places? Oh, hell no.
Have you gone through the table of what Microsoft Flight Sim is giving for the standard deluxe?
Yeah,
and all that stuff?
yeah, I have.
I don't agree with it. I don't agree with half of it.
I don't either.
The airports I might agree with it, but the aircraft no.
So this Lufthansa A330 is going a different SID than me.
6510, contact Boston Center 134.7.
Over to Center 134.7. Thank you so much for the ATC. Have a nice night. I've really, after all this, I've really gotten an understanding for ATC controllers that have to do with chaotic airspace. After that FNO, oh my god.
Actually, Navy has an FNO next week. I'm hoping to control at that.
Okay, one sec. I'm gonna contact the center. Hello, Boston Center. Good evening. JetBlue 6510, climbing past 10,900 to 14,000. He said 134.7. He's there, he's not listening.
JetBlue 6510, Boston Center, hello, climb and maintain level 360.
Right now.
Level 360, JetBlue 6510. He's streaming?
Actually, JetBlue 6510, I just double check your flight plan. Let's see, just for traffic, climb and maintain level 230. I'll fire for you in about 5-10 minutes.
Actually, I have
Roger, sounds good. Maintain 230 due to traffic and the most like higher. JetBlue 6510.
Number 410 Victor Bravo, cross wounds at a maintain at 7,000. The Boston Observer 3009er. Wounds at 7,000 and 3009er. 0 Victor Bravo.
Face south, JetBlue.
Captain K says hi to you, Spec.
Holy shit, I just got scared. Okay, because I forgot to switch over to my AP. Oh, I'm sorry, hi Captain. Oh, why you might put it down.
Ooh. They're trying to separate.
170 vacating 230. 170, thank you.
What is JetBlue 6510 doing in real life? Let me see what it's doing.
Nothing.
Because there's no aircraft associated with it, which makes you wonder if the real flight was cancelled.
Probably is. Yeah, so, oh, so the reason why I think the reason why they're making a base at Newark is for, they want to start mint services because they do a lot of long hauls out of Newark.
Oh.
Well, not long haul, a lot of their longer routes out of Newark.
Oh.
So they're trying to do mint service there.
Vision and Captain Reynolds welcome aboard. Hope you guys are doing well. We're just departing out of Boston. You can see where we are on the map.
So an AP20 is assigned there, but it says it's on.
JetBlue 6510, climb and maintain flow 320.
Up to 320, JetBlue 6510. Captain K says your voice sounds different, is that right?
Does it?
Apparently. Okay, we're passing 18,000, so standard QNH. Flight time vision is 2 hours and 57 minutes. I know, I'm Geek07, I'm really tired too.
Yeah, that's probably why it's not.
Boston Center, November number 1.
I mean, think about getting the TBM 900.
Geek07 says, hi, do you expect?
There, 914 was good.
How are you?
Yeah, you know, it's okay. Try the RNAV runway 4 back in the Bar Harbor. Help.
Yeah, sure. Do you want to do the full procedure or would you like vectors to final?
I was going to do the procedure, full procedure.
Hey, firm, I thought we were departing 15 right from JetBlue.
Do you use Fork Boy Ortho? I do not use any Fork Boy Ortho. I either use V-States or I make my own Ortho. By the Chris, welcome aboard.
Number 914 Charlie Whiskey, do you know what frequency you wanted to start at?
Also, Pilot Chris, I heard about your grandpa. I'm so sorry. So sorry for your loss.
Okay. November 914 Charlie Whiskey.
His grandfather died today. Pilot
Let's
Chris.
see. Are you direct follow right now?
Yes, I am direct on right now.
But yeah, guys, let's get those likes in.
Number 914 Charlie Whiskey, rudder. 10 miles from Fonlu. Maintain the
My
bar.
frames are going
Cleared
to
practice
crap,
or no?
and now they're back.
Runway 4 approach.
I
Auto
think
brakes
it's
maximum.
yeah,
Okay, maintain VFR, cleared practice RNAV, runway 4, 914
One
Charlie.
thing I dislike about the 320 is
Virgin
that you
12
actually
leaving
have
my
to do a lot of
airspace.
work
Mockins
to
closed.
system.
Radar service terminated. Frequency change of food. Have a good night.
Unlike the tolls, it's just a simple click of a button.
what did he say?
When it comes to the A320, checking to see if the cabin is ready.
Oh yeah.
It's more work than doing it with the list.
Yeah.
And also, surprisingly, you're supposed to start engines 1 to 2 on the Airbuses and not 2 to 1.
Yeah.
JetBlue 6510, climb and maintain flow 360.
Up to 360, JetBlue 6510.
Goodbye, 201, go ahead.
See, I have Geek07. I don't know what is with these frames, but the good thing is we've got this. We got some traffic over here coming into Boston.
Number 410 Victor Bravo, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good night.
133.0, Victor Bravo, good night.
FT7 is sound packs, especially for the A321.
Goodbye, 201, go ahead.
They make very good sound packs.
Yeah, and Connor
Rudder.
that the FT7 sound pack.
JetBlue 170, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good night.
I'm very excited for the FT-Sim X-Craft sound pack.
American 21,
I'm excited to fly it.
Just a double check. I gave you three left, correct? I just want to make sure I didn't bad habit or whatever.
2194, affirmative, 32 left.
Perfect.
What runway are you departing on of 04 right?
Delta 248, cross traits at and maintain by level 240.
Or he even got confused as to what runway they're departing.
Cross trait and maintain 240, Delta 248.
He changed it?
American 2194, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good night.
33 nothing, American 2194 is here.
Oh yeah, this is the Flight Factor 320 IAE mod. I'll provide a link for it in the chat. You have to be a member of this guy's Patreon to get it, unfortunately.
Throttle, help, Toga, airspeed live, 80, 100 release pressure.
There's the link for the sound pack.
Wait, but you don't have to be the Patreon.
For this sound pack you do. The IAE one you do. Because like I tried clicking it, it said you must be a paid member to download this content.
Well, there's two different ones. There's one on the left that's free, and then there's the one on the right that's not free.
Well, Saturn told me what to do is to become a member for 1 month, download all the sound packs that require members, and then get rid of the membership.
In a way, that's kind of messed up. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
Because it gives them the money, and it also gives me the sound pack.
Yeah, but that's not what it's meant for.
I know that's not what it's meant for. I think Bath is Springfield, Massachusetts, VOR. I know it's Barnes, Massachusetts, but I don't know where that is. I think it's near Springfield. I'm
gonna say 14,000. I always love the party in Boston.
Cabana 201, leaving by airspace. New York is closed. Radar service terminated. Frequency change if you would have a good day.
Goes to auto flap retraction. And slats coming up. That's one thing I like about the Airbus.
I always do it manually. How do you set it to auto retract?
I think it only happens in some circumstances, which I can't tell you exactly which they are.
Yeah.
But after you pass to 10 knots, well, if you're departing flaps 2, you have to switch the flaps to 1.
Okay.
Once you reach like 210 and you go past the S, it's gonna retract the flap automatically.
Oh.
Then you have to retract the slats manually. So the only thing that gets retracted is flaps, because flaps 1 of the Airbuses is only slats.
Yeah.
But for takeoff, it goes with flaps. So it only auto retracts the flaps. So you're gonna have to retract the slats manually, which gets different.
Okay.
It's a bit weird, but
yeah.
Alright. Runway turn off coming off. Wing.
Well, yeah, guys, keep Pilot Christian's family in your thoughts. Yeah, Barnes is Springfield VR. That's what it is.
Oh, I forgot to set the phone. Damn it, Flight Search are making me do this 4-hour flight. Almost.
It's only 2 hours and 57 minutes.
Well, let me check. 3 hours and 40 minutes according to everything else. Yeah, it took 3 hours and 31 minutes in real time.
My blog says 2 hours and 57. I mean, my Simtukin Pro.
5 minutes.
November 901, 4 Charlie Whiskey, is this going to be full stop at Bar Harbor?
Yeah,
But one thing that's in our favor about this is that when they're landing 2-0.
Radar service terminate, squawk via fire frequency change and food enjoy the rest of your night.
If they were landing 1-1, it would take too damn long. I mean, I've done it before. I flew over the entire city of New Orleans and came back and landed the other side.
Alright, over to Boston Center on 134.7. Take care, JetBlue 1.
Oh, you know what I need?
JetBlue 4, correction, JetBlue 41 with you, passing 9.0 for correction for 14,000.
JetBlue 401, Boston Center, good evening, climate maintain at level 340.
Up to level 340, JetBlue 401.
Weather on. I got the weather radar on.
Alright, so the plane wants me at 312, but I'm gonna climb up to 34 because it's probably gonna change to 34 by the time I get up there. 10,000 feet now, right? That is a beautiful screenshot right there. That is a beautiful screenshot.
Boston has so many arrivals that are coming in right now. Like, not many
Boston,
arrivals in general, but like right now, they're like very abundant. Like, you have this November 410, Victor Bravo, you have JetBlue 170, and you have American 2194, all that are about to land.
Yeah, Boston's basically an FNO in and of itself.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah. Screw them wanting FNOs. Not even CNY gets that much traffic.
I don't know why Boston gets so much traffic.
I think it's because it's good sceneries and it basically serves everything short, medium, and long haul.
That's fair.
Yep. You want to head over to your server?
You can, yeah.
Nah, because it wasn't in this server. I don't
Oh yeah,
know
and
if
I mean, and everyone's gone, so we can go there.
Yeah. What did you put in your server? Gotta love popular culture references with Arnav stars. Here's our friend Adrian calling from. Wait, what's SOP?
Pinehurst, North Carolina. I had never seen that airport
my
before.
God. What was he flying? Jet Suite X?
Yeah.
Wait, they fly in the East Coast? I thought they were only West Coast.
They flew like 2 flights because of coronavirus.
Oh. Damn, Boston Center has nobody on frequency.
Yeah, it's pretty tame right now. You're telling me that the Cubana de Aviación flying from Toronto to JFK right now? I was gonna fly from Denver to Baltimore and then shit hit the fan. No, let's put it that way. Swift crashed the sim.
Wait, how do you know all of this about the Arnav's the star?
They're all basketball references. They're all Dallas Mavericks references.
Delta 248 cross Calvert.
And then I know Memphis has a Gris 4 departure because I've cleared people on it before.
3005.
We'll descend across Calverton at 12,000 Delta 248.
I should be getting ready to hand it off the Unicom.
So the one thing that got me the most, because I'm training to become like, you know, minor airport straight cons right now.
Yeah.
The thing that got me the most is that vectors are all at your discretion. You know, there's not like a chart that says, okay, turn this guy this way. It's like, oh my god. And the thing about it is that I underestimate, or what I think to be short, or what I think to be short is actually long, or what I think to be long is actually short when on the actual Traycon map.
Vision I stream on 30 FPS. But my instructor told me that he gives.
Good evening, North Shuttle 170
I can't hear
with
right
you
now.
climbing through
That
level 180 to flight level 370.
he gives longer vectors than what would be given in real life because VATSIM pilots are slow. That's what my instructor told me.
No, I mean, it makes sense. But then again, you can't always judge every VATS pilot.
I'm sorry, who was that one more time?
North Shuttle 172.
North Shuttle 172.
North Shuttle
There it is.
172 Boston Center.
JFK to Heathrow. That's not realistic because they don't. I highly doubt North Shuttle will ever go to Heathrow.
Block 4723 for North Shuttle 172.
Isn't it North Shuttle that has that one A380?
No, that's High Fly.
High Fly. But then isn't it operated by North Shuttle?
I have no idea.
I believe it's operated by North Shuttle.
I've been on North Shuttle. JFK to Oslo, ridiculous route. My dad was like, let's fly a 787. So we.
Your dad knows about planes?
My dad was a huge AV geek.
Oh.
My dad and I went to Toulouse.
Oh, nice. Just to see Airbus, or?
Yep.
Nice.
My dad got me into this.
Hold on. I think Next Gen's actually going to, or either he's already at Toulouse or he's going to Toulouse IRL.
He's in Nice right now.
Oh, yeah, I thought he was going to Toulouse. Okay.
I'm going to lose.
I'm going to lose.
Okay, this clear turbulence
North
is
Shuttle
killing my
172, radar
frames.
contact 40 miles southwest of Hampton. Climb maintain level 370.
Climb maintain flight level 370
Yeah.
for North Shuttle 172.
After getting P3D, I regret buying a bunch of things for XP11.
I'm waiting for MSFS because here's the thing, I'm gonna earn about $300 this week, so I'm gonna be using that to buy MSFS.
You get plus them. I don't think you ever did.
Huh?
Did you get plus them? I don't think you ever did.
Did I get what?
Plus Simulator 18.
I never did.
So you're gonna get it?
I'll tell you why. It's because my damn debit card hasn't come yet to my bank account.
Oh.
I was gonna call the bank tomorrow and ask them why.
Okay, here, yeah, let me show you something. Let's see what happens. I know it's just wrong here. You were clicking, check your DMs. There you go. Check your DMs. So you're supposed to click the ones on the left, not the ones on the right. The ones on the left are the free ones. The one on the right are the paid ones. The one on the right, like the one that you pay for, gives you weather effects and dynamic noises. That's it.
Oh.
The one on the left gives you engine sounds, cockpit, cabin effects, warning sounds, and extras. Yeah.
Well, I'll do the Saturn way of just canceling the membership.
Oh God, what is this stupid clear turbulence?
Yep, I had it too. Or are you talking about my video?
No, I mean on my plane. I'm passing by with 220.
Delta 248, leaving my airspace. New York approach for Kennedy is closed. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good night.
Newtown, thank you so much for the service tonight. No longer with you, Delta 248.
No longer.
No problem. I'll catch you later.
Strange people.
Delta 6510, leaving my airspace. New York is closed. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good night.
No longer with you over to Unicom. Once you do some late, JetBlue 6510. I had to. I had to. I had to. I wait. And the thing is, like, for me, it's a joke. I don't think it was a joke for the other guy.
Oh my God. I'm trying to make my VAT Spy look like Flight Radar 24.
Do you have the new update for VATSpy?
Probably not.
I DM'd Saturn about it. Saturn sent it to me, and I have no idea what he did. But Saturn has a new update for VATSpy.
Well, this is.
Meanwhile, I need to set up my views because my views are all messed up. Hang on.
Oh, yeah. That's how I have my VAT Spy set up. I just sent it to you. Where's your screenshot? Is screenshots pictures or?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me add the nice cloud current picture there so I can.
JetBlue They do have business class, actually. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on their A321s and on certain ones.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to add at Newark. That's where they're basing it.
Are they trying to compete with United on transcontinental routes by doing that?
don't know.
Because I feel like they're gonna get driven out by United.
I mean, they always do have LaGuardia. They basically own Terminal A at LaGuardia. So I mean,
But LaGuardia's got that perimeter rule.
oh yeah. I think is the furthest route to Denver or is it that place in the Caribbean?
It's to Bermuda, I think.
No. Further south than that. I know it is.
Oh, no.
I think it's not. I think it's Flamingo Airport, where Alan lives.
Oh, Bonaire?
Yeah, Bonaire. I think that's where it is.
I always thought it was Bermuda, the furthest route out there.
What's Bonaire's identifier?
TNCB.
TNC. It's either TNCB or TNCA for the longest route.
Oh, it's Aruba. It's Aruba.
It's Aruba. That's what it is.
Yeah. I remember I've seen that flight before on Flight Air 24.
Yep.
Okay, now the dome light is too bright, so I'm gonna... I like how my seatbelt sign was off, and my smoking sign was on. Dome light is off. Not really a fan of the dome light, but... Ladies and gentlemen, we reached our cruising altitude of 36,000 feet. You're free to move about the cabin as you wish. When there's turbulence, we'll advise you to get back to your seats and sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight over to New Orleans. We'll have an update on the weather for you as we get closer.
Here, let me open up the Boston Center's live stream. His stream title is Typo Tuesdays.
Typo Tuesdays.
Yes.
Nice.
And also this...
Is he on Twitch?
Yeah. He's known for doing long-ass shifts. He
Really?
does a lot of 24-hour shifts, yeah.
Huh.
And I think he's logging off in an hour, because today he's only doing 12 hours, and he's like 11 hours in. So if I know how to do math, yeah.
Oh, DC logged off, so we got no ATC all the way down. DC logged off.
Runway 29 Poppy out of service. Bird activity in vicinity of airport. Hazard weather info for MSY available on flight services. Parents delivery frequency upon the contact ground. Okay, it seems like New Orleans is having a bunch of the functions right now. Oof. It's activate Gulf to close runway 29 Poppy out of service. Bird activity in vicinity of airport. Hazard weather info for MSY area available on flight services frequency. Clearance delivery frequency available on 126.575. If unable, contact ground on 121.9 clearance. Why would the frequency be messed up to the point where I have to contact ground? I don't know why the Toll 321 looks so good whenever you're turning. Put two screenshots of the picture.
You hear Carson Brewer has COVID-19?
Wait, he does?
Yeah, he does.
For how long?
He got diagnosed with it today. Hemant Shah, welcome aboard.
Oh, wow. And he's still in Myrtle. Right?
Yep. I was like, for him, he just needs to sleep it off. He'll get better in 3 days.
Yeah, but I mean, how is it even over there when it comes to COVID?
It's everywhere in the south.
Oh, yeah.
Well, even Memphis is at 93% ICU capacity. The entire city. Apparently in Phoenix, they're sending people to other states.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Apparently Las Vegas is getting a bunch of Arizona coronavirus patients.
Oh my god. Also, I don't know which art tech to visit. I'm thinking about visiting Chicago.
How do you visit an Artec?
So basically what you do is you go onto their website and you should usually have like a visit form.
Yeah.
Or like you have to put in all your info, like your CID.
Yeah.
And then they ask you, why do you want to join? Why the hell do you think I want to control there? I mean...
O'Hare.
Yeah. But O'Hare actually doesn't get as much traffic as you would actually think.
That is true. Also, are you gonna fly the Atlanta FNO?
It's this week.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly it, but I'm gonna need to figure out from where.
I'm possibly gonna. I'm hoping to control at LaGuardia for the N90 FNO. Are you gonna fly that?
I may. Ooh. FSDG is making a Durban scenery for XP11. Hell yeah.
You said Durban scenery?
Yeah, they're making a Durban King Shaka Airport.
Ooh.
I would buy that because there's no freeway.
FSDG is the one that made the Volvo scenery, right?
Yep, they made the Volvo, they made Nairobi, they made what's some other ones they made? Why am I getting 18 FPS?
Wait, Durban, Foxtrot Alpha Delta November?
No, it's Lima Echo, failed. It's failed. I don't know why my FPS is utter garbage right now.
Maybe it's just the X-Enviro with flight factor. It's just not a good combination.
No, but it was 23, 24, now it's 19. Hang on, let me...
Speeder 172, who is he?
I don't know.
I'm trying to find them.
Okay, now it's better because I did something with my PC. But I need to do some... Hang on, I got it. I know how to fix this.
It was Speedbird 170X. Oh, he's flying from JFK to Heathrow. Okay, good.
You mean North Shuttle 172?
No, Speedbird 172.
I wonder if they're doing a group flight because they're both using the 172.
Oh, I love the fly-by sound pack, or the fly-by sounds. It actually sounds realistic.
There we go, now it's back. Now my FPS is back. The good thing is I downloaded this Lua script that basically prevents that, it speeds up your sim when the FPS gets low.
Oh. Getting a little bit of turbulence. It's not turbulence, but you're getting.
Yep. I'm near the PTW VOR. That's a VOR in New York airspace. I have no idea where it is.
Don't say it out loud. I'm gonna see if I can remember it. I don't think I know it. It sounds, it rings a bell, I just don't know. You said Papa Tingle Whiskey?
Yeah. I know most of the ones in Memphis. Because they make us. They probably make you guys too, but this is probably a weird... Oh, I got it. I know what it is. I know what it is.
Pottstown. I know. Ah. Now I remember how I remembered it.
Yeah, it's Pottstown.
Yeah.
The airport is called Heritage Field, but the VOR is called Pottstown.
And that was the JetBlue 401. Alright, we're no longer with you over here. Unicom now was 2.8 JetBlue 401. Take care, sir.
He's probably like, why is everybody saying we're no longer with you?
I'm gonna listen to his frequency because I want to say meow on frequency because it's something that he does.
He says meow on frequency?
Hold on, I'll give him a second.
Of course, Memphis is hella busy right now.
Yay, so I'm off the Unicom so I can actually listen.
JetBlue 6510 is delayed till 12:15 a.m.
Oh my god.
I wonder why.
But I'm assuming a lot of people got their beauty sleeping, so I mean, they shouldn't be terribly not happy about it.
Flight Factory released a changelog for their A350.
Yeah, that should be thousands of pages long if they want people to buy it.
Yep.
Not gonna lie. Oh, I forgot to drop my seatbelt time. That'd probably be a smart idea.
JBU 5610. Let's see what it's doing. Or 6510.
What is... Okay, I am getting pissed because I don't know half the VORs. Okay, it's like... What is this one? Casanova, I would not remember that. Westminster, I should have known. That one, I missed that myself for. Are you past Sparta?
My next, I am right over Pottstown. We fly over both of our Arctics. Actually,
yep.
This route. I know MEI is Meridian because we have an agreement with Houston that says any flights coming into New Orleans have to be handed off to Houston at 290 if they're coming to New Orleans. Vision says, I believe the livery you are flying right now flew over me IRL. Really? What is the call sign? What is the aircraft registration for this livery?
Well, probably not the same registration, but probably just delivery.
Yeah, but I can't imagine the Red Sox thing is common.
Yeah, I've been to Kennedy. Like, I've actually been inside the JetBlue Ram Tower before. I've probably only seen it like 2 times. Okay. I think my favorite livery that I saw there was their retro livery. I think that's probably
my favorite livery of theirs is the Bruins JetBlue one.
Oh yeah. JetBlue's really good at tail designs, and Southwest is very good at using states as their damn livery names.
Yeah.
Why don't they
Goddamn clear air turbulence.
Sorry?
Goddamn clear air turbulence.
I have like a little bit, like my wings are rocking, but it doesn't actually feel like turbulence.
Do you have XP Realistic V2?
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, who's here?
I'm incognito, yeah.
Oh, incognito, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Okay, we are getting clear air turbulence. A lot of it, and I need to set the tilt to 0. Now we should be getting weather radar and cruise. We got nothing here.
Let me check the sky map just to see what we should have.
It's gonna be a smooth ride in New Orleans.
You say that as you're going through clear air?
I mean, it should be a smooth ride. But damn clear air turbulence to other plans. Oh, you live in Long Beach. Okay, that's why that JetBlue livery must have flown right over you. Okay, that makes sense.
Long Beach, KOGB.
I want to get that favorite scene.
No.
It's not good?
It's good, but it literally defines 0 FPS.
Oh, really?
It is like the most frame heavy airport I've ever seen.
Really?
Yep. Also, what's that thing in real life? It's like I believe it's a purple or bluish looking pyramid near Long Beach.
Oh!
It's purple or bluish?
Vision, what is that? Okay, you live in Huntington Beach. Okay, I know where that is.
Okay,
I've been to LA. I've been to the LA area several times actually before coronavirus.
LGB. Okay, so it should be here. Vulture Pyramid. That's the name of it. Oh,
I think it's on the CSU campus.
I think it's for basketball or something like that. It's for some sport. I just don't know which. Is it hold on. Is this part of a college or something like that?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh.
It's part of college.
Oh! So I'm looking at some of the Google Maps pictures, and it looks like inside of their little, what appears to be a basketball court, one of their, what do you call those things? The hoop stands, whatever you want to call it. It says JetBlue on it. The best airline in the United States. Actually, what is considered the best United States airline?
I think it's Alaska.
Is it Alaska? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Alaska.
In my personal opinion, it's Alaska followed by JetBlue. I've been on basically every major U.S. airline except Spirit, and I can't imagine Spirit beats either of them.
Well, yeah.
I miss Midwest Express.
When did they die again?
2008, I think. They used to fly from BDL to Milwaukee. So I remember once my dad had some family in Chicago, so we flew. So I don't know if you know, but Milwaukee Airport has an Amtrak station. So my dad found a deal. We flew from Bradley to Milwaukee in a Midwest Express MD-80. Then we took Amtrak to downtown Chicago, and my uncle picked us up. But you know why I miss them? Because they used to make these amazing cookies.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah. They were the best cookies I've ever had in the air.
What about JetBlue, man?
No. The Midwest cookies were amazing. Like they were actually famous. I don't know why they were. Wait, I'm gonna look this up actually. Midwest
Ceased operation November 2010. Oh, they merged with Frontier.
They did.
Oh, so they ceased operations in 2010. Midwest Airlines cookies. Now you're gonna make me look this up, my guy. I know people are even looking up their recipes. Hold on.
Apparently it's a thing. It's the beloved Midwest Express Airlines chocolate chip cookie recipe. Wow.
I wouldn't be surprised if they made a little thing in Milwaukee about just that. They look pretty good.
I love those cookies.
They look pretty good. Hold on.
And they were really cheap too. They were really cheap. It was easy to get tickets. Because they were based in a secondary hub like Milwaukee, so
Yeah.
the landing fees are cheaper than an airport like O'Hare.
Yeah.
And in those days, Southwest actually was a low-cost airline. In terms of the ticket price. In terms of the business operation model, it still is. But with respect to ticket prices, Southwest costs so much less in those days. My favorite airlines are probably Northwest and FedEx for obvious reasons.
Well, I mean,
Both were hubbed in Memphis, huh?
What's the cheapest American airline? Just a question.
The newest American airline? Probably Eastern.
The cheapest of all time. Like Spirit or Southwest.
Oh, the worst is definitely Spirit.
cheapest.
Oh, cheapest?
Low money. Yes.
Cheapest is, okay, either Allegiant, Frontier, or Spirit. It depends on the route that you're going and what airline. Like,
I'd assume Allegiant because they do, unless you're flying on the West Coast with Allegiant, then fucking in terms of pricing. But
Yeah.
East Coast, I believe it's probably the cheapest. Allegiant.
but the thing with Allegiant is they operate routes that are monopoly routes. That's
Yeah,
why they're
They
usually
still
more
offer
expensive
the
than the other two.
MD-80s?
No, they retired those.
There's no American airline that
They
has it.
retired the
Didn't know why.
MD-80s, 75s, and 76s. They retired all of them.
I was gonna do Allentown to Savannah today with Allegiant. Let me check how much that cost. It costs $124 tomorrow to do that flight. Well,
I
tomorrow
have-
for me. Thursday for you.
I flew Memphis to Pi on an Allegiant MD-80.
Pi is
St. Pete,
right?
yeah.
Is it called St. Pete?
It's called St. Pete Clearwater. That approach is beautiful. The St. Pete Clearwater, it's like it reminds me a lot of the San Francisco runway 28 approach. You like one of the 28s, you come in and like it's a peninsula. You land like right next to the water. It's a very beautiful approach.
Oh wow. Okay, flight assistant. I haven't flown enough to know how prices are good or not. Like $45 from Allentown to Savannah. Is that good or bad?
That's very good for Allegiant. Typically, a good price is below $60.
Yeah, that's
Anish, IFS, welcome aboard.
It says that $45 is typical for this route. The least expensive flight for similar trips to Savannah usually costs $45 to $65.
You know what I don't understand?
What?
Allegiant operates so many routes where they're the sole operator, but how do they charge so little if they're the sole operator? Like, it makes no economic sense, but
I have no idea. I think they're. What is the biggest airport that they fly to? Not
Leonardo, welcome aboard. Hope you're doing well, man. Leonardo, if you haven't already done so, please go ahead and leave us with a like and a sub and join the Discord. Hope you're doing well on this fine Monday night or Tuesday morning, wherever you are.
Okay, so has everyone officially just stolen Avioman's joint Discord thing?
Yep.
Is it that iconic?
Yeah. It was a meme.
Yeah, I know. I know me and you got modded the same day, you just got it first.
Yeah.
One of Avia's mods called Hi messaged me on Discord, threatened to ban me from his channel. I was like, whoa, chill.
For what? For what?
I don't even know. He was like,
Send me a
"Yo,
screenshot."
I'm gonna ban you." He actually called me and told me that he's gonna ban me, but I talked to him before. I'm planning to make this Seoul Incheon series, and he was like, yeah, sure, I'll help you with that and stuff. And I told him that, okay. He was like, yeah, you know that I'm a mod in Avia's chat. I was like, yeah, you're high, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna ban you or whatever, because I was like pissing him off for like a second. I just like it well, and
Alright, just let's not talk about this on a live stream. Just send me
The Avioman tagline. Yep. Yes, Captain K. There it is. That
Just
is
send me
indeed
a-
the Avioman tagline.
yeah, just send me a screenshot to my DMs and I'll check it and I'll probably do something about it.
I'll send it to Sam. I'll not send it to you. That's only for Sam.
Do you have your subs set to private? I'm wondering.
You said you're sending it to Saturn? Oh my god, I hate my mouse sometimes.
Oh, I'm very close to BWI now. You are very close to Philadelphia. I'm very close to BWI. People always hating on American Airlines. I hate American Airlines. Because
people hating on American I hate American Airlines.
Every single flight I've flown on them from DCA to Memphis was delayed at least 90 minutes.
Every single one? I feel like that's an exact.
Okay. When I say 75%, I'm not exaggerating. And this was not 75% of all of them. It was 75% of the flights that operated at DCA's nighttime bank to Memphis were always delayed. I remember once, there was one time, the flight was scheduled to leave DC at 8 Eastern, land in Memphis at 9:30 Central. It's not really that long. It's an hour and 50-minute flight, but they have what's it called? They account for the DCA taxi delays. So they kept delaying it until 12. Like eventually, every half an hour, they delayed it. So it'd be 8:30, 9, 9:30, 10. It kept going until midnight. Then we departed DCA at midnight. Because there was no line for taxi, we took off. Landed in Memphis at 12:50, which obviously Memphis is an hour back from the East Coast. So it was an hour and 50 minutes. We landed, and then, get this, the airport was closed. All the jet bridge operators were at home sleeping. They had to call one of them, bring them back. In the meanwhile, we were sitting in the tarmac. We got off the plane at 2:15 in the morning. My mom was sitting at the Memphis airport from 9:30.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So, wait. Let me get this straight. They had the towers active, but the actual terminal was closed.
No, not the terminal. All the staff was at home.
So,
like, no, not all the staff. The jet bridge operators had all gone home because they didn't anticipate that much of a delay.
Wait, so Memphis closes at a certain time?
The passenger terminal closes at 10. Usually, no, sorry. It closes at 1. But that day the flight landed at like, it got to the gate at about 1:05, and they'd all gone.
That is like that's sad to hear. Like when you're actually about to go to a flight story at the same time.
Yep. Everybody on that plane was so mad by the time we got off.
So I love how American Airlines, they don't care about that. But then that Southwest 1308 incident.
Oh, the one in Philadelphia?
Yeah, I love how every passenger got $5,000 in compensation just for that one flight.
I have gotten $500 in compensation. I'll tell you why. There was one time I was flying American Eagle. It was a 145 from O'Hare to Hartford, Kilo Bravo Delta Lima. We took off from O'Hare, and then about 5. But we were so basically that it's the O'Hare this time it's O'Hare 5. Then it's probably O'Hare 3. It's radar vectors to the fix. So what we did was we were going to the east. We took off runway, I think it was 10 center, and then we just proceeded directly to the east. So then what ended up happening was, you see the Chicago skyline to the right side. I was sitting on the left side of the aircraft. I could see it on the right side Then I'm just like watching a movie. Then I suddenly see the city of Chicago on my left. I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on? We have a landing gear failure. We had to go back.
You did like a duck down?
We had a landing gear failure. We had to go back to O'Hare.
What was the failure?
There was a flat tire.
Oh.
So what ended up happening is those small planes. By the way, Aviaman, welcome aboard. Those small planes cannot dump, so you have to fly over. We flew over Rockford for about 2.5 hours before finally getting vectors to land. Then get this, they had to put foam on the runway because they thought that it would catch fire. So when we were landing, they said brace. They literally told us brace, brace, brace. So we sat like in the brace position, and then like they somehow they let us. They gave us somehow they let us call our like family members on board. So I called my dad, and I was like, I have no idea, because my mom knows nothing about planes. So I was like, at that point, I was like, let me just call my dad. And I was like, Dad, there's a landing gear failure. And he's like, what are you talking about? Like, I said, there's a flat tire in the landing gear. He said, okay, look. He said, these pilots are trained to handle literally everything. You do not need to worry about your safety, because they're qualified pilots that will actually save you. He's like, if you're worrying about your safety, it's the last thing you need to do. Just calm down. It's not like they're gonna make nobody fly aircraft that have not been trained in these situations. So I was like, okay, but I'm not gonna lie, that hearing brace was actually really scary.
Yeah, I mean, it's sometimes the way that the pilot says it can sound scary. Because you can, there was one video where there was a pilot that said brace. I think it was like a Bombardier, well, now it's Mitsubishi Canada regional jets. The way he said brace made it sound like he was scared for his life, even the pilot. So, I mean, I guess that would have injected fear into the passengers.
Oh no, everyone complimented the pilots after we landed. Like, nobody was mad. They were all, like, everyone, like, there was a real life pilot on board that flight. He was sitting right next to me. Like, I was sitting right next to a real pilot. So, he told me, he's like, I asked him, like, how did they handle it? And I think this guy was a 737-800 pilot, if I remember correctly, on American. He was doing I think what he did was, he was telling me his home base was Hartford, but he did a flight he was flying O'Hare ops, so he had to go back home. So what he told me was, he said they did it by the book. That's exactly what he told me. He's like, they handled this thing by the book. They tried, but then they told the airport, we're gonna need foam on the runway. So they foamed up the runway. We landed. We stopped on the taxiway. They got us out on school buses. I remember there were white school buses. We went into the terminal, and then so by this point, I was like, I expected the flight to be canceled. So I called my uncle up in Chicago. I was like, I'm probably gonna need to be picked up. But they gave each of us $750. They got another ERJ-145 because it was O'Hare. There were so many of them lying around.
Yeah.
So they got us another ERJ-145, and we departed for Hartford without any incident about 3 hours later. And they gave us free food too. So they're very good about it.
Yeah, wow. But I mean, so you said they give you 750?
They gave us 750, yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad, especially considering what happened. I mean, it wasn't nothing too big. I mean, if one of the wheels was just like completely gone, I mean, if even the structure was gone, then that's something.
Yeah, they said that after we got off the plane, the pilots told us it was the nose wheel landing gear. The nose wheel was flat.
And that should be the least of your worries.
Yeah. No, but I talked to the pilot after. He said it's a risk because the maneuverability of the aircraft reduces.
Yeah, not only that, I mean, that's like the least, or it's the most weight sensitive tire or wheel. So I mean, that's another thing. But I mean, I would have expected it to be more of an issue with one of the sides.
Yeah. Are we there yet? Yes, Captain K, we're there. We're already in New Orleans.
Oh my god. No, we're back with Captain K now.
Wait, that was the scariest experience I've ever had on a plane, was that.
Thank God.
But, I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You don't want people, like, I am glad that our pilots were very, very, very well trained that day. And they have to be, because they have to be prepared for anything.
Yeah. I feel like I'd be more scared if I had an emergency on an RJ. By RJ, I mean any regional jet in the whole world. Because RJs are mainly where pilots start off. Like, I'm not saying, oh, hey, you're a bad pilot because you just started. But I mean, most of the time, it's people that have just started recently.
Yeah.
Like, obviously they've been certified, hey, good. But I mean, you still kind of have that little doubt in your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only thing.
The captains of RJs though are probably very well trained though, because they've been pilots for that long.
Yeah.
The Swain Martin was not in my cockpit that day. Because this was 2012, so I was 14. That was the scariest I think I've ever been. That was the most scared I've ever been on an airplane. Oh, then there was one time. You know Asiana 214?
The one in San Francisco.
Yeah.
I think? Yeah.
I found out about that on a plane.
Oh, so you were flying that day?
Yeah, we were flying from Detroit to Memphis in a DC-9, Delta DC-9. They that was one of the last DC-9s they operated, was that day, Delta, because, they had them, but then Northwest, they got rid of them, and then Northwest brought them back to Delta, and then that was one of the last flights of the Delta DC-9s, and we landed in Memphis, and then I remember, my dad told me there was an Asiana plane in San Francisco that overran the runway, overran the runway. I was like, oh no.
You mean undershot the runway?
Sorry, yeah, undershot the runway. I am really tired.
That is a complete definition of an inexperienced pilot.
Yeah, yep.
Because not only, had they even been because they were 20, 10 knots under VREF?
Yeah.
Had they been at least on point with their speed, that I feel like they could have easily.
And it's an Airbus. How were they?
No, that was a 777.
I thought it was an A380. Yeah. It's an A380.
Wait, which? Alright, Asiana flight what?
Asiana 214. That was an A380.
No, it was a 777. It was a 777-200, I think. But I know it's a 777.
Oh, it was a 777-200. I don't know. I thought it was an A380.
No, the only A380 incident, from what I know, is a Qantas flight. Has there been any more A380?
That Asiana 214 was one of the first incidents in a triple. I think it was the first incident in a 777. Yeah.
Oh, really?
It was the first. It was the first fatal crash of a 777. I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
That was also the day that that the WikiLeaks guy Bradley Manning was charged. That there was an interview with him in Europe.
Huh. Wait, so was the passenger that was killed on that 777, did she die because she wasn't wearing her seatbelt, or did she get run over by one of the fire trucks? Because she definitely got run over by one of the fire trucks. But was that her actual cause of death? Or was
I don't know.
Yeah. Because, it wouldn't be the 777 fault if she wasn't wearing her seatbelt.
Yeah.
So, but speaking about the A380, was there only that one Qantas incident, or was there more than just that?
I don't know. I always thought that 214 was an A380.
I wonder what happened to the pilot. Because that was his first flight as a captain.
Yeah.
On that plane. What was he flying before? I think the A320.
Yeah, I think he was flying A320s.
He's probably used to having the auto throttle on.
Yeah.
I was gonna look something up. Oh yeah.
And Vision, I fly way too much because I used to go to school in DC and I lived in Memphis, so I used to fly pretty much every month. And then this shit happened.
Yeah. Do you know after that crash, you know what happened on the TV, right? On the news?
No.
There was the people that write on the television for the people to read. I forgot their actual name.
Yeah.
So they made a joke about
the something Wong we too low.
Yeah, something Wong.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't know. It's funny, but it's also messed up.
It was an intern. It was an intern. I remember that.
But it's funny, but it's kind of messed up.
It's hilarious, but it's racist. I heard many Asian airlines don't practice visual approaches. So the pilots were pretty much going in blind. But I feel like I don't know how does that work though, because if they don't practice visual approaches, they just do ILS or RNAVs, which is more precise.
There's a lot of circle to lands in China, or not only in China, but just in general in Asia.
Yeah.
Wait, do you say Asian pilots or Chinese pilots? Oh, okay.
And Asiana's not even Chinese; it's South Korean.
Well, yeah, but I mean, was he talking on the topic of Asiana?
No, he said, he's talking about Asiana.
Oh, okay. Oh, I want to see this video. Oceana Flight 214 crash NTSB animation. You should watch this on stream while you're editing.
I'll probably get a copyright strike.
Airboy D. Let me see.
I can see Richmond, Virginia on the side of my plane.
Okay, I feel like the main problem here is that they relied on the autopilot to fix the descent issue.
Yep.
They didn't disconnect. I think he was too scared to, because that was his probably first landing on 777 in a while.
Yeah.
Because he used to fly the 777 before, I believe, but he just got switched back to the A320, so I believe he was just a bit scared too. Okay, so 6 miles out, flaps 5, speed 180.
That's unstable.
And 2,320 feet, going down 1,000 feet per minute.
Why did they go down that fast?
They were too high.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well,
But at that point, you should just abort.
Yeah. I think it was just... I honestly think it was... because obviously, you know, he had one of the... we'd call it...
Why would they switch between Airbus and Boeing? There are actually pilots, so like... There are actually pilots who are type rated for both. For different airlines.
Somebody that teaches me, I already told you, Plus United, he switched immediately from the A320s to the 777s.
Yeah, he flies to India.
Yeah, he flies to India. That's the only thing that you care about.
Yeah. And now nobody flies anywhere. I hate this. I legitimately hate this.
I feel like after this, people start realizing how lucky we were to actually have like this many get-togethers and whatnot, and actually enjoy life the way we used to.
Yeah. Though in New York, life seems to be pretty much back to normal.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I should probably check. How many cases is that? Let's see. Let me check.
New York City had 0 deaths for the first time in months a few days ago.
Oh yeah.
Now it's the South's problem. We are over Virginia.
Okay, so New York City, 224,000 right now. Deaths, 22,808. But in the state of New York, 408,000. 32,000 deaths. Wait, where else was the pandemic high in New York? Buffalo?
No, it was only in NYC. It was only New York, Westchester, and Suffolk.
Oh, probably in Westchester.
Yeah.
United States.
I have a friend. One of my really good friends lives in Suffolk County. He said it was really bad.
Oh my god, I love the JetBlue livery on the A321. But it's kind of a bummer that they only have one livery for the A321.
I like this Red Sox livery.
Yeah.
We're landing on a 7,000 foot runway, so I'm putting auto brakes medium.
Yeah, actually, me and Connor did a flight to New Orleans today. I did on a 7.3 and I almost overran the runway.
Really?
Yeah. I was flying the 737. I flared. Anytime I fly any 737, this always happens to me. I flare, and when I'm 1 foot off the ground, I pick right back up. And so I picked up and I put it back down. And then I almost overran because auto brakes disengaged without me knowing.
Oh.
But I got, so me and Connor did Jacksonville, Atlanta, New Orleans, and I got butters on both flights. I think the 757 landing to Atlanta was my best on the chat. I wish you can look up other people on SimTokyo Pro. It's like I can see what flights you did and whatnot.
Yeah. My best landing ever on X-Plane was when we flew, when XP flew from Chennai to Mumbai. I flew with him. I got a minus 32, perfect center line, literally on the aiming marker.
Yeah, my best landing was into DCA. Well, no. My smoothest landing was into Andrews Air Force Base, but that landing was all over the place. I feel like my best and smoothest, my best but like second smoothest was into DCA.
Yeah.
On the A319. I think I got a -9.
Oh, wow.
But my smooth landing into Andrews was -5.
My best landing on stream was my landing into St. Louis a few days ago. In the video that Streamlabs split into
Was it the one
3.
that you were flying, that I was flying with you?
Yeah. That was my best landing ever on stream.
Nice. Let me see. You.
So apparently that day everyone was having OBS issues. Like Captain Reynolds said his video was messed up by OBS servers too.
Oh. Wow. Oh, no, screw you. I got a -19 into Atlanta today.
You did?
Yeah. And it wasn't even that much of a flow.
I am not gonna try and butter this New Orleans one. I'm gonna get it down firmly because of the runway.
Yeah, New Orleans, you don't want to mess around.
Yeah. If it was 1-1 or 2-9, I probably would mess around with it.
Yeah.
But not this. Not. My best landing in a wide body in X-Plane has to be my New Orleans landing in the 7.6.
I don't know why, but with the 767, the wing textures are just so good.
Vision says, I haven't done a flight in 4 days because I'm anxious. Just hovering over start streaming on OBS. I mean, look, you just gotta do it, I guess. Like if you do it, it gets rid of the anxiety.
Wait, what's the anxiety that's going on?
How about streaming?
Who? X-Vision?
Yeah, him.
Well, I mean, has he actually ever streamed before, or is he just...
Vision I mean, I think he does. I think I've seen his videos before.
It's just kind of messed up that I can't see.
No, he hasn't streamed. He doesn't stream. But he is 2 away from 200, so...
Oh, wow. But I mean, when it comes to flying aviation, it's not like, oh, you have to be with the latest trends and whatnot. Literally, what you say to yourself when you're setting up to your plane is all you have to say to your stream.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, interact with your chat. I'm not saying don't do that. But it's not like, oh, you have to be that cool kid on Fortnite or like, all of these other games that you have to worry about trends.
Yeah.
When it comes to aviation, it's just do whatever you do in the real cockpit. That's basically the only thing you have to worry about.
Yeah.
Okay, that is one thing I don't like about SimTokyo Pro. It's actually still irking me.
Vision says, nope, I've never streamed. Okay.
Ooh, there is a lot of weather in the middle of the U.S.
Yeah, the weather was not great here.
I was about to say mid-coast. I don't know why. Oh my god, I'm smart. Chicago has not been good on weather recently. Chicago's never good on weather.
Yep.
One thing that I like about SimTokyo Pro is that if you like zoom in on any airport,
I'm not sure if I've set up everything right. I mean, here's the thing with that. If you haven't, your chat will tell you.
Yeah.
like there have been so many times I've made mistakes, and like every streamer makes mistakes. That's the good thing about streaming, is that like it's live, it's unedited. You can't like, it's not like an edited video.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to see every streamer makes mistakes. Like, I've switched on engines without starting the packs. Avio Man has gone around when he shouldn't have multiple times. He has gone around when he should have a few times, but he has gone around when he shouldn't have too. Alaska 559 and Geo evidently both cannot land lately. Like, everybody makes mistakes. And that's the beauty of it, though.
Yeah. It's only one thing I disagree with you on there, but I kind of know what I'm talking about.
I have a feeling I know what it is, but you can DM it to me.
It's basically one of the channels in your Discord.
Oh.
The last one, under voice. Now you know what I'm talking about.
The long haul AFK. Oh, the residence one?
No. The last one under the voice category.
The Avaska channel?
Yeah.
What about it?
Try to make that into an English word.
Oh, Avaz means voice.
I know. But try to say that and turn it into an English word. Check the TMs.
Awas?
Awaska.
Oh, Awaska. Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah.
Oh, hell duh! Lexington, Kentucky, the scenery. I gotta fly there.
Lexington. Wait, it just came out recently?
Yeah, today.
Everywhere?
Yeah.
K-Lex?
Yeah, K-Lex. I'll send you a DM.
Bluegrass Airport?
Saturn just DM'd it to me. That's gonna be tomorrow's stream. I need to fly out of the US. It's been a while.
Oh, but the static aircraft look terrible. Holy crap.
No, Avian Man, I agree. I completely agree. That most of the... First of all, that was a joke. No, but what I'm saying is, that's not the point. The point is, we all make mistakes on stream. The point is not, you shouldn't have gone around, you should have gone around. That's not the point. The point is, we all have made mistakes. And, like, I can't speak for the mistakes you've made because you know it. Like, I don't know the mistakes you've made. I know the mistakes I've made. I know, like, I can't speak for the end. You know what I'm saying, right? Like,
Yeah, I know.
we've been in the air for an hour and 14 minutes. I don't think SNA... Okay, SNA, I flew a 757 during an FNO from Detroit to SNA. I got a minus 450 because I had to plant it. Auto brake, max reverse. I stopped it. That was...
How long does SNA runway go?
5,000 feet. 5,200 feet, something like that.
Oh shit!
It's shorter than Midway.
Oh yeah.
It's shorter than Midway, and that Midway approach is really scary. Oh my god. At least the day I did it, we had a massive crosswind, and you know how Chicago is with wind. It's literally the windy city.
Yeah.
So but I got a minus 27 out of it, so I'll take it. But very good landing.
I find such a question.
So,
22 Celsius to Fahrenheit.
huh? Celsius to Fahrenheit?
Yeah, 22.
Okay, 22 times 9 is 198, divided by 5 is 39.6 plus 32 is 71.6, so 72 degrees.
72 degrees in my cabin.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I prefer colder air. Well, I mean, I could just turn that back down. It's always a bit unrealistic with this, though.
You know what I think? People, I'm sure of one thing. When the NBA season starts, every game is going to be full.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when sports are allowed to come back, every game will fill up.
So, you think?
Oh, yeah. Because there's so, like, everyone wants normality back.
Yeah. I love how everyone says, "Oh, we want to go back to normal," but you guys aren't doing anything to actually start it. You guys are still going out and whatnot.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Is like, it's not fair to everyone who's doing everything. And Florida opened. Okay, first of all, anyone who lives in Florida can unequivocally say this. Democrat and Republican aside, Ron DeSantis is a moron. Ron DeSantis is the worst person that could ever lead a state during a pandemic. He is literally not mandating a mask, despite the fact that Florida had 16,000 cases, close to 16,000 new cases. At its peak, New York had 8 at its max. That's how bad Florida is right now. And it's not getting better. Luckily in New York, I know nothing about Governor Cuomo's politics, but he shut it down fast.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know I don't know anything about his political orientation. I know he's had some problems, but he did do a good job with the coronavirus.
Yeah, he definitely did. Wait. DeSantis got sued for not having an interpreter at coronavirus briefing.
Did Avia Man, you can say that, you're in the chat. Ron DeSantis is an idiot.
He looks like the stupidest person ever.
Ron DeSantis, he's so dumb. And then Greg Abbott in Texas is the second worst. Because here's the thing with both of these states, and Brian Kemp, another idiot. All these states, their largest cities, have mandated mask wearing orders. But the states have not. So actually, the governor of Georgia and the mayor of Atlanta got into a big fight about mask wearing. The mayor of Atlanta said masks are required, and the governor of Georgia said to hell with that. Like, I'm not even kidding, that's what he said.
He said what exactly? I'm sorry?
He said to hell with the mask wearing ordinance in Atlanta. You can do whatever you want.
Oh my.
But it all starts up top with the Republicans. I'll just put it that way. And I have nothing against Republicans. I think that we're all people and we all have different ideologies. That's how it should be. It should not be, Republicans are monsters and Democrats are monsters. It shouldn't be like that. But a certain person who is the 45th president of the United States has made this country incredibly divisive and polarizing. And it's annoying. Yeah, I agree, Leonardo. Cuomo did a good job.
Yeah, because Leo lives in Queens, I believe.
He does? Okay.
Yeah.
I visited New York City in January. I can't believe
what?
that.
Yeah. I mean, I would have asked if you wanted to meet up, but I was too tired that day. Well, how long were you there for?
I got there Friday night, left Sunday afternoon.
Oh yeah, I think I was too tired Saturday. Oh my god, for those 3 days, me and you just kept talking about the subway
trains.
system.
Yeah. I remember I went to the NBA store, life was normal.
Yeah.
I was gonna come back I was supposed to come back to New York in April too.
Wait, when are you planning to come back? Well,
no, I was supposed to in April.
Are you planning to come back?
Oh hell no. No.
Not even after the COVID?
I might, yeah. I don't know though, because I'm far away. I used to live in DC, so it was really easy.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I was planning on a vacation to Florida, but Rona be there like a bitch. I know Peter King. I know Captain King.
Omaha to New York.
It's really far. And there are direct flights to LGA, but that's it. And New York. I mean, not New York, Newark.
Oh, the next one is planning for September 8th. Operated by, so they go to Newark and LaGuardia. Okay. So
the second I get a vaccine, I'm going back to DC. The second I get a vaccine, I'm going... And I'm going to be one of the first people to get a vaccine because I'm healthcare personnel.
Wait, so this... if you do come to LaGuardia, and you're either landing 1-3 or 2-2, I can technically record your plane. Well, not like the actual touchdown, but... Like when you're 1 mile from the runway. Technically,
I've done the expressway visual 3-1 in real life once. I remember
because the
you
final
fly
seconds
in.
are actually very scary.
You fly in like you're flying the approach for runway 04, and then you turn and then you follow the highway to 3-1.
Yep.
Like it was weird because I thought like we flew over what's it called? We flew over Arthur Ashe Stadium. You fly over like Flushing, and then you turn, and then you fly over the Mets Stadium, and then you come into land.
Yeah, it's quite cool. I feel like the last few seconds are actually very, very similar. Okay, wait. So Captain Incognito has something to say. You can speak whenever you want, man. It's a free voice channel, man.
My friend's spamming me. I'm just gonna continue.
Oh my god, both of your pictures are Sam Chewy.
Yes, I have sent him a picture.
Yeah. We really wanted it. Yeah, do you know the bubonic plague?
Yep, it's in Colorado.
What?
The bubonic plague is in Colorado. Yep. A squirrel tested positive.
It's literally near. It's literally near inside. It's like in inner Mongolia.
Yep. I'm not worried about it because modern antibiotics can actually are very good at preventing it. I'm much more worried about COVID-19 than I am about that.
Why?
Because
That's
modern
half of the entire population.
Yeah, but that was
and
because
like
there were no
one of the-
antibiotics then, and there were people didn't wash their hands. They were saying that 95% of plague cases could have been wiped out if people had washed their hands.
Really?
Yep. And then antibiotics can save it.
No, as you can look at, I've seen something in the news where it says that they're bringing back a mammoth because like some studies they're bringing like what do you call these cells into mammoth and bringing them back. So there's a mountain where it's melting which carries ancient viruses. Which has not been consumed by humans. You never know what could it be.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you take a look at it, you can see what. It's weird. It's really weird. I have nothing to say about it, but it's really weird.
We're over at Atlanta Center now.
One thing I just realized that I feel like is the stupidest mistake. And this should result basically in the pilot being fired at this point. So, about Oceana 241, or 214. They had the speed selected they had the speed selected to 151, I'm assuming that's the final approach speed. We had the altitude selected to 3,000, and they're currently going 170 indicated. And the pilot changes to flight mode change.
Why?
What was he expecting to happen? I honestly don't know what he was expecting to happen. I
don't know why. If you're that low to the ground, you don't press that.
And then in that same instant, they put the speed back to 137, which I believe that was their final approach speed. And they were going 165.
They should just abort it.
The first officer was he realized a lot of things were wrong, but obviously the PIC has the last say on everything. Which I feel like that's a stupid rule. I mean, you could have a first officer that's 10 times more experienced than a captain.
Yep, you know where that happened?
Isn't there Altalia DC-9?
No, there was one, Express India 812, 812. The captain had done the Bangalore approach 6 times, the first officer had done it 26 times, or something like that. And I was reading, I mean, obviously, you know, if one pilot says go around, they both have to do it.
Yeah.
So they knew that they were too high, and they knew they were hot and high. Well, the first officer said, we're going to go around. He said, go around 3 times. The captain said, no, we're gonna land it. And then that plane crashed into a ravine and killed like 158 people.
Yeah, there was an Al-Tali, I believe, DC-9. They were establishing on the ILS approach. And actually, I believe it was the first officer that was flying. Like, I believe he was the pilot in command of the flight. So he was, like, I think there was something wrong with, either there was something wrong with the instruments or they got set up on a wrong, like, vector for the approach.
Yeah.
And the first officer, even though he was very scared about it, and he said the word "go around," and I don't know if it was just exaggerated on the Smithsonian channel, but the pilot looked at him and said, and he was saying, "Oh, like relax, we're gonna continue the approach." And the second he said that, I believe they flew into a hill or a mountain.
Oh wow.
So at this point, I'm starting to feel that first officer should have the last say at everything. Well, I mean, that's just a joke, though.
Oh, it got cancelled. JetBlue 6510 got cancelled.
Wait, hold up. Why did I do that? No. I gotta watch it fully. Because at one point they were even sinking on final. Wow, okay. So at one point, when they were like 1.9 miles away from the runway, they were descending at 1,750 feet.
Yeah.
At 2 miles out, and they were still more than 10 knots above their VREF, and they're at 700 feet, 2 miles out.
That's... wow.
I don't think the first officer could have said anything, because there was a training captain on board, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe. Was there a training captain on board? I can't remember. I honestly cannot remember.
I thought there were 4 pilots on board that day.
Oh, so possibly one of them was a training captain.
Yeah. Because according to that prank, the manifest said there were 4. Obviously, that's not... the names were not correct.
Captain
Something Wong.
3-2.
So racist.
Holy fuck. Big ow. And the lady didn't even know it. I wonder how stupid she felt after she figured it out.
Damn it, Captain Florida, Orlando Aviator, that's not the world's highest airport. The world's highest airport is Daocheng Yading in China.
Oh yeah.
Kritik Shivanchu, what's up?
Wait. Where did he say it's the highest airport?
His next video is called Landing into the World's Highest Airport.
What did he say it is?
La Paz. La Paz is second highest.
How did he get good screenshots? Like the actual streams are not terrible quality, but they're kind of, like 1 FPS.
It's because he gets the screenshots when he's not streaming. Okay, we're over Tennessee now. What do you think I should do? Should I fly? Actually, wait. Philadelphia to Lexington is a long flight. I can do that.
Okay, if you do Philadelphia to Lexington, I'll get all ATC on. Or I'll attempt to get all ATC on.
I I'll do Philadelphia to Lexington.
Because I have too many art segments for which I would complain that Philadelphia gets zero traffic. So I mean, I'll let them know that you're getting on, and I'll possibly get you hours and parts on.
Yeah, I want to fly to the new Lexington City, so I'll do Philadelphia to Lexington. We're getting a lot of turbulence. Okay. I don't know what. Okay, hang on. I have to get my phone charged. I'll be right back.
Yeah, but I'll be right back as well.
Alright, I'm gonna leave.
You said you're gonna head out? Alright, take care.
Yeah, I'll head out. I have some stuff to do. And if you need anything, just send me a message.
Alright.
Yeah, just feel free to. Alright, take care.
Alright, take care, man.
Alright, what's going on?
Cognito has
Can
to
you
head out.
make a video on how to use the FMC? Yeah, I can. For which aircraft in specific? Which aircraft specifically? Because Airbus, they're all one FMC, and then Boeing has a few different ones.
I mean, the Airbus, it kind of does depend. I mean, when the A350 comes out, it's gonna be harder to understand how to use it.
Yeah.
But it's basically the same system. That's how it is with Boeing as well. It looks different, but it's basically the same. Also, I didn't know that Airbus has had a next page on the flights page.
You didn't know that?
On the flight plan page, I did not know it had a second page that shows you. I don't even know what this is basically telling me. Is it like the course and the...
Yeah, it tells you the wind at each point.
Oh, the wind.
It tells you the wind at each point, yeah.
Holy crap.
Car critic, yeah, I can show you to do that. Use the 737 FMC. And Noah, welcome aboard. And Leonardo, as aviation enthusiast, what do you think happened? Okay, I think that there was some precious cargo on board, and I think that China wanted to get rid of it. That's what I think happened. I don't know though.
So that China wanted to get rid of the cargo?
Some cargo on board, yeah.
Do you know exactly what it was or no?
No. That's my guess. Okay, we're over to Tennessee. What?
Did they say anything about cargo, or are you just assuming that?
No, I heard there was some rumors about the cargo on board. That's why I'm saying. Also, Boston Approach is still on.
Josh Nunn, man. He's actually quite a good controller.
Jamshid Lovelace?
No. Wait, who's on Boston Approach?
No, it's the Boston Center.
Oh, okay. I said Boston Approach is still on.
Jamshid Lovelace is on.
Yeah, he's the training administrator.
No, I highly doubt he says his name in that Indian way. Like I said, Jamshid. He probably said Jamshid or something.
It's your Boston Approach. I don't know how to say his name.
I'm on my way to go fly with my glider. Nice. No.
Have you ever been to Boston in real life?
Several times.
Well, I mean, in the actual city, not connecting, right?
Several times.
What? Is it any good there?
I mean, I used to go pretty much every weekend to Boston as a kid.
Oh wow.
Because there's nothing to do in Hartford. So my parents used to take me to Boston, like the museums and Harvard and MIT. We used to go all around. You know, it's so weird. My entire life, 22 years, life was one way, and then now life is completely different. It's so weird.
Yep.
Like everything we've known is just gone. Like they're saying handshakes are not going to come back.
No, that's possibly a lie. I think that's a lie. Boston looks like a cool place.
Boston's a fun place. The streets are incredibly disorganized though. Like there's a joke about how Boston streets are designed after the routes that cows decided to take when they were hungry to find green pastures.
Oh my god. Where are these? Okay. Once you live in New York City, one thing you can never get over is how other places have like the tiniest sidewalks in the world.
Yeah.
The thing that gets me the most is like, let's say you have like a big family, like you guys doing a get together. How the hell are you supposed to talk to each other? You guys are back to back.
Yep.
That's what I love about cities that more than little places. This instruction bus. What the hell is an instruction bus? Do you know? Fire station? I think flight system has died.
No, I'm watching an interview.
Oh. Question.
What's up?
So, the guy that, the host of Jeopardy, Alex, I forgot his name. And I think you dealt with him when you did your, GLB or something like that.
What's his name?
Alex, the
the Jeopardy guy, Alex Trebek, yeah.
Yeah. First of all, he doesn't even know how to say a name right.
Yeah, he did.
Second of all, when would something about him having cancer or something like that?
Yeah, he's had cancer for 2 years.
Yeah, so, and then he says that, like, the rate is, like, what, 8%?
Yep.
That he might survive?
Yep.
How old is he currently? Like 71, I think?
No, he's at least 80.
Oh, damn. Then I thought he was 70. What's his last name again?
Trebek, Alex Trebek. He's 79.
Oh, yeah. I know, that's not something. What was that question that you were asked by the president again? About, like, something about Seoul.
Yeah, well, the answer was Seoul, yeah. The Nuclear Security Summit was in 2012 was located in a city on the Han River that was. It was located in this city on the Han River or something like that. And the answer was Seoul.
And also, what got you cut out of that competition? What did you get wrong?
It wasn't that I got one wrong. It was that I was ahead of one guy, and that one guy came from behind. Because they were like, what happened is, like, there were questions with, like, varying difficulty. Like, the easier the clue, the less points you get. So this one guy got this question with really, really tough difficulty, and I got it with medium difficulty. And because of that, he passed me.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I was in third. I was predicted to get third. And then this one guy came from behind me and passed me at the last second. That's how I lost.
So you didn't lose because of anything weird,
No.
like you getting a wrong answer?
No.
Wait, so after reading, or like, did you watch the rest of the thing, or?
I didn't, because we were brought back to a green room.
Oh. But I mean, like after it went, did you actually see?
Yeah, after I saw it.
Yeah. Would have gotten all those answers, or no?
Yeah, I would have.
Hold on, now I need to look. What year was that again?
2012.
Tennessee or no?
I was from Arizona. I lived in Arizona at that time.
Yeah. Tense final moments. National Geographic Week 2012.
Because there were 9 questions. Normally it takes 5, but that time there were 9 questions that got. Also, Air Canada retired their E190s. Air Canada retired their E190s.
Why?
I did not know that.
Wait, did they only have 190s or did they have 195s?
I don't know, but they retired their 190s because there's a guy named Alex Praglowski Aviation who posted a video in one of Air Canada's last.
Dang, the H5 sends a lot to laborious, not reduces investing. Okay, what do you like better, the masker kind of livery or the toothpaste? I like the toothpaste.
I like the toothpaste one.
Yeah. Okay, good. Because everyone says that, oh my god, the mask one is better. I personally prefer the toothpaste. I especially think it looks good on the Flight Factor 767.
Yeah, oh yeah. And 777. I've flown on it in a 777 in real life and I loved it.
Oh yeah. We all know the only plane I've been on
is actually the airline and aircraft that I'm flying right now.
No.
Or did you fly in a 221?
No, only the 320.
I bet your captain.
Well, actually,
I bet your captain and first officer had FPS issues.
Okay, so actually I don't know because I took JetBlue round trip twice. One when I was like 2 years old, so I couldn't remember. So I asked my mom, like, she knows nothing about aviation, so I showed her pictures of an A321 and A320 to see if she can tell me. And she seemed to say that it was an A320. does make sense because I wouldn't be surprised if we weren't flying on first class. So I believe all A320s, but it's not actually from my end. It's not confirmed because how am I supposed to know what plane I'm flying on at 2 years old? Or like I might have actually been in the A320 class. I remember Captain Joe answering this question, but I don't remember the actual answer. If a baby is born in flight, what nationality do they get? Is it the origin or destination or the one that they're currently flying over?
I thought all three apply.
Oh, they do?
I think so.
I remember Captain Joe answered that question. Wait, so who battled? Shit. Well, Alexis died. So who passed in 2012?
The third place guy. His name is Varun Mahadevan or something.
Oh.
The third place guy.
I'm looking at the final moments.
The Wisconsin guy got second and the Texas guy got first.
Damn it.
The Texas guy who had, he's got scoliosis. Like, his back is deformed.
Yeah, whenever I saw that video, he was sitting a bit weird.
Yeah.
Not sitting.
His spine is deformed.
See this final moments.
That kid had no life. I don't know, I'd rather come in fourth and have a life than come in first and have absolutely no life and have my parents breathing down my neck.
Yeah. Why is that kid writing so... So you got to go to the Galapagos, and you got a $25,000 scholarship?
Yep.
Damn. Scholarship to what, exactly?
He went to Yale.
Oh.
Oh wow, Reggie Miller commented on, wow.
Oh, even I got a green screen.
I got hired at Yale.
It's like my motherfucking ass. Remember when that used to be my profile picture?
Yep. Oh no, I don't give a fuck.
like I get it if you say, oh, I just got hired to be a doctor, or oh, I got hired to be like,
This lady was probably hired to be like a freaking janitor or something. I got hired at Yale.
I'm making $2 an hour.
What gives you the authority to strip your pants?
Wait,
Why?
were people eating?
Yes. Why? Why would you do that? Why are there international flights operating out of JFK right now?
What?
There are international flights departing out of JFK right now. Qatar Airways, Qatari 61 Yankee just departed, and then EVA Air 31 just departed.
Sunlight morning hours is all domestic flights at JFK.
No, but like, why are they even operating right now?
Oh, I don't know. But when it's normal, all domestic flights are in the morning daylight times.
That Yale degree, bro. Huh?
But no. Let me say that again. There are no other flights than domestic flights from in the morning daylight times at Kennedy. That's correct. Okay, I don't know if you have this issue too, but whenever I fly an aircraft that doesn't have a speed tape but only has like, you know, the round dial,
Yeah.
I always manage to never maintain speed. Like I just never check speed.
Yeah, I never do either. I have to have the speed tape.
Yeah. Like I don't care if an airline doesn't have a speed tape on 75 or 76. I'm pretty much fine.
My next VOR is Meridian, Mississippi. I'm 209 miles. And Avian Man, I saw your DM. He's an idiot. He is literally an idiot.
Are we talking about the person that was complaining about you having the speed tape on?
No, I'm talking about the Avian Man said I sent you a DM on chat. He's talking about Ron DeSantis.
Oh.
Complete moron.
Wait, but you know who I'm talking about, right? The one that's complaining about you having the speed tape on because that one certain airline.
Yeah, heavy driver. I banned him from this chat.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Alright. What did he say that over last stream?
No, it was just repeated offenses. Like there was one time when my FPS, you know how, so when people who don't stream or don't have X-Plane don't realize how a sudden change in FPS can drastically impact your landings.
Yeah.
So he told me, he was like, terrible landing. I was like, look, my FPS went from 20 to 10. So the flare logic is I flared thinking it would be 20 because then I would have landed. But then because of the 10, I floated. So he's like, you flared too early. I was like, no, I did not flare too early. It was the damn FPS.
Okay, and he says that flaring at 20 feet isn't a rule. He said that to me. That technically is a rule.
It is a rule, it's SOPs.
If a plane is commanding you to do something, and it's not trying to kill you in the process, you gotta do it.
Yeah.
When the Airbus says retard, you're not gonna pull it back slowly as if there's no auto throttle on. Because when you're still pulling it back, the plane still has the same power setting because it's still in auto throttle mode. But the second you actually hit idle is when it's actually gonna reduce back. So I mean, yeah, it is a rule. And he said, oh, your best landings are anything above negative 200. Okay, buddy, get a negative 9 landing and see how your tires do after that.
Yep.
Also, I don't know why this happens on the 757. Like, obviously it's an option, but there's always a throttle option. It's like where that's up, where you can't move. I don't know why.
My thing with butters is, they're good if you get it, but you shouldn't aim for it.
That's gonna be your number one priority.
Yeah, the thing that should be your number one priority is trying to get it down.
Yeah. Like I try to it's like butters in your mind, but it's fine. It can be in your mind when you're landing, but it shouldn't be like, oh my god, I'm gonna pull up just so I can get that negative 2.
Yeah.
What is this approach?
It's a Lake Pontchartrain approach.
Are we talking about the Fort Myers one?
I'm talking about the New Orleans.
Oh. Wait, Delta doesn't have the Q, the changed flight director. Only United has. Or does Delta have it as well?
I have no idea, actually.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah.
I only saw United.
This shows that there's literally no weather anywhere near here. The fact that the weather radar is perfectly clear.
Oh my! I finally see my top of the sun. By the way, what Mach are you going?
0.7. I was going at 0.78. Now I'm at 0.76.
Okay, I'm doing Mach 0.777.
Oh, nice.
A question that I've always had is, why do air traffic controllers only see the ground speed and not like?
They don't see Mach because Mach changes at every altitude.
Well, yeah. But I mean, why don't you see indicators?
How can they see indicated though?
Well, I guess that makes sense. But I mean, ground. Can you technically do math, like when you're actually controlling to say, oh, this is the guy's airspeed without asking him?
I have no idea. I mean, you have to know the distance that he travels in a certain amount of time to figure out the speed.
This has been quite an interesting stream so far.
Yep. It's a longer flight than one would think.
So we depart Boston. We started talking about the air traffic controllers.
Yep.
And then we started talking about how you came from New York City. No. We talked about the controllers, and we talked about your emergencies.
Yep.
Then, what did we talk about? Was it about you coming over to places? No.
Yeah, it was about routes that I've taken.
Oh, we started talking about airline prices, and then, yeah. And you guys started talking about politics.
Yeah. I don't really like getting into politics, but I just think that there are governors out there that are actively killing their people.
Yeah. You know what, man? When I get hired at McDonald's one day, I'm gonna go smack my ass while people are eating.
When I get hired at Yale.
I mean, I'm probably gonna work at a zoo. So my mom works at a zoo as a manager and as a finance manager.
Yeah.
So I'm probably just gonna work there, like at restaurants there over the summer, so I don't have to worry about crazy people at McDonald's.
First, we gotta get back to that.
Well, yeah.
And we will. Because today there was news that the vaccine is on its way by October. So, just gotta hope. If that COVID-19 vaccine comes out, I'm getting it And I am traveling as far as I can go on an airplane.
Why?
Because I miss traveling.
Oh.
I hate this.
You can do a long haul just for the shits of it?
Yeah. Yep. I'll go to India. I'll go to India. There's some airport right there. What airport is this? Is that Birmingham? Am I near Birmingham? I think. Yeah, it's Birmingham. I didn't know I had a scenery for this airport. This is Birmingham, Alabama right there. I did not know I had a scenery. Apparently I do because it's custom lighting.
Damn it, you wanna know what I have to search up now?
What?
Not to be racist or anything.
Oh god.
Wait, what else was I sent?
Not to be racist or anything, but Asian people, I don't even know how she made that noise.
No. Wait, so wasn't there 3 videos? Oh yeah. Fuck school. Fuck all this bullshit. God. Oh, and then the next day I messaged you saying I started screaming that at school. My favorite part is when he calmly pushes in the chair.
Yeah.
Try to be respectful.
That's my favorite part, when he pushes the chair in.
Yeah. He's like, let me just be courteous.
Yeah.
Wait, my question is, how is this guy recording him? So this is fake then? No.
Yeah, that's my thing.
How did he know exactly when to start recording? Unless he has somebody recording him 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
I mean, I got hired at Yale thing. It makes sense because, I mean, it was probably an incident that started happening before she started leaving.
Yeah. Yes.
Hi, check the link I just sent you.
Oh god. The guy who posted its name is Dicky God. Like,
And the thing is that he moved his head out the way just so. Oh my god. Was it you that told me to watch the remix, or was that Wolf told me to watch the remix?
It wasn't me who told me to watch the remix.
Alright.
Why is there an Aeroflot plane flying from Kuala Lumpur to Colombo right now?
How does one make this noise?
Oh, Houston Center logged on. Really?
Wait, is his name Michael LaRoche?
Yeah.
I know him.
I know him too. He visits at Memphis.
He visits at ZNYC.
Oh.
Actually, one of the mentors, or one of my mentors at ZNY controls center at Memphis.
What's his name?
Cameron Bristol. He's very inactive at Memphis.
Yeah,
though,
I've never seen him.
Yeah, he
He's
controls
like
the center.
240 at 3.
Because he's trying to go. He's going for currently N90. He's almost certified for everything.
We have to contact this guy soon. Well, I have to contact him soon. I think I'm close to Memphis airspace now. Birmingham is right at the border between Atlanta and Memphis.
Oh my god. There you go.
Oh god, more.
I swear, my laugh is so stupid sometimes. I love how YouTube removes any curse words from your search history.
It does.
Are you ready for more?
Yeah.
Okay. This one I'm not gonna shorten because you should just know what it is. The 757 is a float master in my opinion.
The what?
757 is very good at floating.
It is. That video. I've watched that video too many times.
I don't know what the fuck's going.
Yeah.
It's just so good. Alright, bye bye Ortho. No more Ortho for the rest of this fight.
I have it. Right now, I have it. I had it for most of this flight actually. I'm trying to think. I have. What states did I fly over? Let me see. The map? Because I might have had it for the entire flight.
Oh, this is annoying me how I can't see your damn info. Holy crap.
Let's see. I have it Massachusetts, I have it New England, I have it New York, I have it Pennsylvania, I have it Mid-Atlantic, I have it Virginia, I have it Tennessee, I have it Alabama, and I have it Louisiana. I had it for the whole flight. That's crazy. I did not realize I had that much ortho.
Yeah.
I hope this guy lets us land 2-0. I hope he's seeing the realistic procedures.
He's probably in the New York TeamSpeak server right now.
He may be in the Memphis TeamSpeak server right now too. Let me check.
Yeah, he's not in New York.
Let me check the Memphis one.
I'm gonna go bug him on Swift. What's his call sign?
He's not in the Memphis one. He visits Memphis all the time.
Yeah, he visits Xenoblade as well. One thing about him as well is that he likes to control a lot of flight services. He likes to be lazy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mean lazy in a bad way, but he just doesn't like doing all the work of center control and whatnot. Why is this guy named Steaming Spoon on Sim Toolkit Pro?
Ooh.
If you look at Sim Toolkit Pro and you look basically right in the middle of this Houston Artec, there's some guy named Steaming Spoon flying from Charlotte to Huston. Wait, so while you're at it, check the live map 2.0 and can you tell me what my name is for you?
Speclive.
Okay, good. Your profile. I want to see what was my worst landing. Landing reports. Can I edit this? Why am I gonna search a landing point? That's probably the most stupidest thing I've ever done. Alright, let me look from it. Okay, so
In real life, they'd be landing either 2-0 and 1-1, but I'm not gonna. If he's reading the ATIS report, I'm gonna say I request 2-0.
Alright. Also, you should visit ZNY
I want to get the tower first.
before you start visiting places.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think ZNY has a limit, or I think you have to be S3 to visit. Don't quote me on that. Houston 81 Center is his call sign.
Yeah. How many miles out of New Orleans am I? 232. Okay, so I should start doing the approach briefing now. We're taking the Rhythm 3 into ILS 20. We're past Tuscaloosa at this point, so we can start briefing everything. Arnav Zulu 20 is the approach that I'm taking.
Oh yeah, I should probably start briefing as well. Here, I'll probably just listen along to your briefing.
Arnav 20 minimum decision height is 363, which is 364 feet above the. Wow, the airport is 1 foot below sea level.
I thought it was 3 feet above sea level.
I don't know. The touchdown zone elevation. The touchdown zone elevation is -1.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. Final approach course 197.
Hold on, stop briefing. Let me open up my charts. I want to listen to briefing, so I don't have to brief myself. We're taking the Rhythm 4, and we're planning for the Arnav Yankee, right?
I've got Zulu. Arnav Zulu 20.
So you're planning for the R&P approach?
Yeah.
What does it do?
Oh wait, no, hang on. We should do the Arnav Yankee because it's the one in use. The GPS is the one in use. Hang on. Arnav 20 Yankee. Let's see.
Okay, so let me put this into my FMC. Touchdown zone elevation is -1. Airport elevation is 4 feet. 249 is our minimum today, so we can set that up. Okay, one thing that nobody does in Sim, but is done in real life and when it comes to Airbuses, is setting the METAR on the ground. You're supposed to do that on the ground and update it right before you begin your top of descent.
Okay, yeah. So I've talked to I've heard that is based on airline procedures.
Oh, actually?
Yeah, because I asked V1 what he does, and he says that he does it when they get the ACARs for the ATIS. Because I actually asked him, like, when do you update the destination data? He said he only does it when they get the ACARs, when they're like 250 miles out. That's when he does it. He said that usually, I think he also said the first officer is usually the one that does it.
Okay, I just asked Michael when to contact him. Hold on. He said contact, let me see what VOR
It's usually after the Meridian, Mississippi VOR is when the contact.
Yeah, he said contact him at MEI.
Yeah, that's the end of our airspace and the beginning of theirs, the Meridian. Okay, altimeter is 3001. Temperature is 28 degrees Celsius, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are 240 at 3 knots.
Hold on, let me check the chart to see what's that in correction. What's the correction for that? 1 degree, really?
Yeah, it's not that much of a difference.
Okay, so 240 at 3. Technically, this is not wind calm.
It's not wind calm. No, it used to be 000 at 00. Now it's 240 at 3.
Wind calm is anything 2 knots.
Anything
below.
Anything that is less than 3, so less than or equal to 2.
You see, me and you actually know what we're talking about now.
Yep.
That's what I like about it.
Oh, Jamshid Lovelace logged off.
Yeah.
Also, that guy going to Frankfurt logged off too.
Probably going to sleep.
Yeah.
One time I was doing Heathrow to Miami and I forgot to log off. Oh boy, you should have seen the amount of contact me I've gotten.
Nice.
And I think one of them was from Jamshid.
Oh,
Actually, no, 5 of them were from Jamshid.
nice.
These center people are so like so stupid. Like they don't like when somebody doesn't contact you, you don't keep sending them contact messages because that's not gonna get you anywhere.
Yeah.
I got like 10 contact me messages from DC.
Oh, that's
Center.
Meridian Airport right there.
Also, if you can see, you should probably contact you.
I can see Meridian Airport. Briefing is complete. Landing flaps full, not flaps 3.
Wait, you're landing flaps 3?
I'm landing flaps full.
Oh.
It's I-20. Runs through the south. I do have ortho here, so you can actually tell when there's ortho at night, because you can see the textures of the earth.
Yeah. And sometimes the ortho can actually help your frames, which is
It always helps my frames,
yeah.
because X-Plane doesn't have to render as much.
Also, do you prefer fork-point ortho or vertical sim ortho?
V-States.
I feel like vertical sim, like no, I'm not trying to put any crap on his name, but whenever he does his V states, sometimes he uses different colors, like different shades of green,
Yeah.
and they're very noticeable. But with forkboy, none of that happens.
I've never actually used fork-point ortho.
Alright, more than 1.6. Alright, let me just start my briefing then. Okay, so right now we're planning for the Rhythm 4 arrival for the Arnav Yankee runway 20 into New Orleans.
Yeah.
I'm going to be using an auto brake setting of medium, so that should get us off by hopefully Echo.
Yep.
Echo has any chance of getting off, which requires work to taxi back to the air. Or are you going to use the south parking or north parking? I believe
I'm using the north parking because in real life the south terminal is demolished.
Oh, it's demolished?
Yeah.
I thought it was still in use, but... Oh, interesting.
Because
Okay,
I know they were going to demolish it, but I don't know if they ended up doing it because of coronavirus.
Oh. Alright, so I'm going to be parking at B Charlie 1. What about you?
I don't know where JetBlue parks.
Okay, park at Concourse Charlie.
Okay,
Because
so
I'm parking at Charlie.
I guess I'll park at like Charlie.
Charlie 3.
Yeah, Charlie 3.
Charlie 3. So we can take a nice screenshot.
Okay.
So one thing we had a problem with Sam is the gates are just not working.
Yeah.
Like messed up. Anyways, back to my briefing. We're planning for the Rhythm 4 arrival via the Meridian VOR transition, and we're going to be going from Meridian to Blues, and then direct to Zipco, and then Fullis, and then Rhythm. We can expect clearance to cross the Rhythm at 1,000. It's not a hard altitude because it's not RNAV. At approximately 250 knots, and we proceed on Asti, and then Ray up, and landing our right after Ray up, we can intercept the localizer.
Going on altitude is 2,000.
Localizer for localizer approach. Expect vectors upon approach course if we get switched on the runways. Okay, so we're still planning for the RNAV, so we're gonna go from Ray up to
Okay,
Jet
I need to contact Houston. Hang on, I'm over Meridian.
All right, let me plug in this frequency.
134.42.
Say hi, Michael. So let's see if he knows who you are. I'm listening to say hi, Michael.
I don't know if he knows who I am, but I've been on Memphis ground when he was approached once. And at Houston Center, good morning. JetBlue 6510 with you, flight level 360 over Meridian, Mississippi. You are checking. not there. Okay.
JetBlue 6540, Houston, good morning. Radar contact as reported.
That is one of the methods for radar identifying people.
What did he say?
It said radar contact as reported.
Okay, I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it's very unknown, but it's actually one of the ways of radar identifying people.
JetBlue 6540, cross rhythm at maintain 1000, New Orleans altimeter 290, active correction. New Orleans altimeter 3001.
Cross rhythm at maintain 1000, New Orleans altimeter 3001, JetBlue 6510. Okay, so the altitude is sending me, is giving me clearance down to 1000. And we will be expecting the Arnav Yankee 20 approach. How far am I from the descent? I'm 156 miles, so I'll start descending about 30 miles. That's Jackson, Mississippi right there.
Well, I'm surprised I maintained 50340 this whole flight. I didn't have to do any step climbing.
Where's K-Jan? Oh,
Where
so Hattiesburg is here. Jackson is here. Okay. I'm keeping the airport thing on because I like seeing where the airports are.
You mean on the
ND? Yeah. Are we there yet, Captain K? We're about to land.
Hey, shut up.
I'm about to start descent, and we have one. Alright, as we begin descent, I need to put the weather radar back to 1500 tilt below 0. There we go. That should give me the descent weather in New Orleans. Expecting good weather, but there's always a possibility of clear turbulence with Simple Pro.
No, with XM-Barrel. Not XM-Barrel. XP11 2.
Oh yeah, that's not what I meant. I meant Experience CP2.
Yeah.
Simple.
Simple program turbulence.
Yeah. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're about 150 miles out of the Louis Armstrong Airport. Currently the it's a cloudy day, temperature of 82 degrees Fahrenheit. You should have a nice view of New Orleans as we, if you're sitting on the left side of the aircraft, you should have a nice view of New Orleans as we come into land. We're coming to land over the Lake Pontchartrain, so we will be flying directly parallel to the longest bridge in the world. So you can see that on the left side of the aircraft as well. Thank you for visiting on JetBlue, and we wish you a pleasant stay in the New Orleans area. And do not contract COVID-19.
How bad is it over there for that?
The south is very bad. Like all of the south is pretty bad.
Even New Orleans?
Yeah, New Orleans was one of the first hotspots of it actually, and then they don't want to get it again. Like they were a hotspot before New York was, but obviously it wasn't as bad as New York. But they were a hotspot before New York was. Because of Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
So
I love how I never actually finished my Oceana 214 video.
Okay. Descent. 1000 is set in the MCP. Speed managed, descent, altitude blue. Okay, we're good to descent. Spec Life, Captain K asks you if we're there yet.
Captain K.
Houston Center, November 242, Romeo Tango request.
At this point, your PC is not going to give it to you. Wait, did you, Captain K, quick question, did you actually even receive your PC?
I would like a flight following to Mobile.
He said mobile! It's pronounced mobile! He said mobile! I want to go to mobile!
I want to go to mobile.
And I can't change the map thing because SimToolkit Pro is being an idiot right now. So...
Wait, so at one point, Oceana 214 got at as slow as 103 knots.
Wow.
But on impact, they're at 105.
I'm at Kilo Golf Papa Tango. Okay, that was fine.
Descending nicely, 2,000 feet per minute. We're almost there. Almost in New Orleans.
Wait, I have a question. So the... Oh,
Eastern Center 242 Romeo
This
Tango
one guy is
at
checking in
Kilo
repeatedly.
Golf Papa Tango.
oh my god.
Eastern Center.
Kilo Golf Papa Tango's Gulfport. Say Gulfport.
So, if you look at the video of Austin at 214, there was a plane taxiing to 28 left, like when the crash happened. I wonder how they were able to taxi back.
Yeah. You know one thing I like to do when I'm controlling? When they request clearance to like some ridiculous airport, I will not say clear to Zulu Bravo Alpha Alpha. I'll say clear to Beijing Capital Airport. Like,
Yeah, that's it. You're either supposed to say...
Roger, 242 Romeo Tango.
It is technically allowed to say the full identifier.
oh no, it is allowed to. I just like saying the name of the airport.
Well, what was that? I think there was that one airport in Mauritius that you just not saying most.
Land is closed. Have a good flight.
Was it Mauritius?
Did you say Houston's
Wait.
closing?
Oh.
Right, appreciate that. Thanks for that.
I'm gonna contact them.
Are you at Meridian?
14 miles. Nothing to move here.
Okay, I'm at Blues right now. Rhythm Blues. That's funny.
And Houston Center.
Center, JetBlue 41 with you 12 miles from Meridian.
I think I said that correctly. That's fine.
And JetBlue 41 Houston. Good morning. Radar contact as reported. Hi, Michael. Hi.
I wonder if he knows who I am.
And JetBlue 41 to St. Paul, Saskatchewan to cross rhythm at maintain 11,000, New Orleans altitude 3000. Alright,
3000
cross rhythm
changed.
at 11,000 for JetBlue 401 and we copy the weather. Thank you.
I wasn't supposed to say that. I'm speaking. I'm such a good pilot, man.
He changed it when he cleared me. It was 3001, not 3020.
Man, you know what that means now? I have to change it in my FFC.
I changed it to my FMC too, or my McDo.
Oh yeah. How do I say that way? No, I gotta compensate for my loss. All right, now the woods are 230 again.
That's even better. 230 at 2?
3. Tree.
Okay, yeah. I was like 230 at 2 is not a correct chord. It would be calm.
Yeah. And the temperature is still too late for everything else. I am over Meridian right now.
I see Memphis on the map. Oh no, that's Jackson. Never mind. Memphis is here, but I have to zoom out. There's Memphis. New Orleans is here.
Decent approaches on. Interesting. Oh!
Oh, CJ Hollister's flying right now.
From where?
He's Delta 211 in this airspace.
Yeah. 753 from New Orleans to Hotline.
Yep.
Yo, I'm gonna message him. But wait, so is Delta 211 on frequency?
I don't know.
Technically, he should be.
I haven't heard it.
I think he's been on long enough. Hold on, is Delta? I'm gonna message you since
I'm gonna message him too.
No, I'm asking Michael if he's on.
No, I'm asking Michael if he remembers me.
Oh, okay. Is Delta 411 on frequency? What it is. Wow, it's like when actually it went like because of all of our chat. It's only 2 in the morning. Wait, 2000. Oh, that's right. That.
I like how I actually have weather. Oh no, this is the damn weather radar is what that is. There's no, this is the outer ring of the weather radar. I guess I can zoom in now that I'm getting close to New Orleans.
Who's messaging me?
Who, me?
Oh, Michael. No, Michael just poked me on TeamSpeak. Oh, he's in the New York Artex TeamSpeak server.
Oh.
Yo, Michael. Hi.
I just DM'd him saying, you control ZME, right? I think I've seen you before. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, my other guy, JetBlue friend, that's in front of me. He controls at Memphis. I'm trying to see if I'm asking him if he knows you.
I've controlled ground for him when he was center before.
You control Philly at GNY, correct? Is it me or do all of the VCs go to Philly? Ah, okay. Ew, why would you do that to M90? How dare you?
I can't zoom the map in as even though I want to because SimToolkit Pro is just glitched right now. Okay, now it's back. I had to quit SimToolkit Pro. I'm relaunching it now because you can relaunch it now in flight, which is good. Waiting for SimToolkit Pro to load. There we go, it's back. Where's Uncle Sam? I don't know. I don't know where Uncle Sam is. He was here before. When I depart, oh, I've got some weather here. To the left side, we got a red cell. Okay, we're at 18,000 feet. Street 000. Cross rhythm at maintain 1000. Yep, Leonardo, we're coming into land. We're not coming into land, but we're just past 18,000. We got some weather to our left side. You can see this little red cell here.
My keyboard is being very stupid. I can't copy and paste. I can't type.
So at Zayoko, we should be turning a little bit to the left.
on my airplane, I can't do that. Hold on, 11,000. Ladies and gentlemen, if you listen to Flight Station, that's your descent announcement. That's all I'm doing. Because I'm trying to figure out why I can't move my mouse. So I'm probably not supposed to.
Oh, you know what it is? It's probably Avitab.
No, I can't copy and paste even on TeamSpeak. It's not Avitab. Like, I can't copy and paste. Like, anytime I type, like, even I'm trying to type them on TeamSpeak, I'm trying to send them your Discord link so you can join that way.
RNAV20 Yankee, okay. Is he gonna give us? Is he using D-ATIS? Because I know at Memphis we always use D-ATIS to figure out what runways are in use and what information is current. We always use D-ATIS, but I don't.
I'll probably ask him in a second.
Okay, we're at Zayoko now. We get the red cell immediately in front of us.
Give me 1 second, let me ask him. What are you currently using at New Orleans? Because D-ATIS is saying runway 20 for northern to southeast people. The localizer 20, okay, so right now we have plugged into RNAV Yankees, so he wants to switch that over to localizer. Alright, perfect. Did you copy that flight system?
Yeah, I got it.
So the minimum's changed to 360.
By 3 feet.
Actually, no. Changed it more than that. It was 250 before.
Oh, okay, what the flip is it doing? Hang on. We're going direct rhythm. My plane wants me to turn 180 degrees. Auto brake medium set at 11,000.
With 1,000.
LS is on.
Perf. Next.
Because LS is on for any localizer approach, right?
Yeah.
Localizer runway 20 approach. Minimum 360. Okay, let me set that.
What is my thing doing?
Okay, NEW is there.
There you go, my keyboard switched. Alright, my keyboard switched.
68510 after the maintain 2000.
After rhythm down to 2000, JetBlue 6510. Being an ATC has made me such a better pilot on VATSIM.
Yeah.
Like, I realize like how much it actually helps. I think this is Lake Pontchartrain. I think. We should already be over Lake Pontchartrain. Yeah, that is Lake Pontchartrain. So you can see here. Hang on. Hello, ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck. As your captain speaking, A few minutes to the left of the aircraft, you'll be able to see the longest bridge in the world. It's 26 miles going from one end of Lake Pontchartrain in New Orleans to the other side. On another note, flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing. Yeah, I can see KMSY. Now I'm gonna show you that bridge if we can see it. It's just gotta, X-plane's gotta load before we can see it. I have ortho, I created my own ortho for this part of Louisiana. This, I believe, is a town called Slidell, Louisiana, if I'm not mistaken.
Alright, that's Michael. Just joined the voice channel for the surgeon.
What?
Michael just joined the voice channel. I invited him to your server.
Oh, hello.
Alright, I'm trying to perform an action called moving to the main lobby of the airplane.
Alright, LS is on both sides. 250 knots clear, turbulence, nice.
Michael, why do you always get on in the morning time? Like, by morning I mean now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going through some pretty rough, clear turbulence. Please get back to your seats as quickly as possible. We'll have you on the ground in New Orleans in about 5 minutes. Thank you.
JetBlue 610, OPEC to 65K, air drive, JetBlue, localizer 20.
At Riot cleared, localizer 20 approach, JetBlue 6510.
At what fits?
Riot.
Raya, oh. Is that you? That's you? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That is definitely not a
So this right here, this yellow line is the longest bridge in the world, right here.
Let me see if I can scan this one. I'll find it in time, but I don't know exactly where it is.
I can see the runway, but I can see the runway. This is a beautiful approach to do in the daytime.
Wait, the altimeter is
300. At Riot, activate approach
Radio
phase.
change, privilege influence, 125.
More drag, okay.
I can technically open up New Orleans Traycon on stars and just spectate you, but then that, I'm not allowed to have 2 active connections, but at the end of the day, we do it.
Yeah, I cannot engage the, oh, I got the field in sight, yep. That's New Orleans, Louis Armstrong Airport right there.
Are you at 6,100 feet?
I'm at 5,900 feet. I can see everything.
Yeah, I have you on the, I'm loading up on my ATC controlling software, and I opened up the New Orleans Traycon. Michael, don't report me for having 2 connections. If you do, you're back there. 300, let me do that right now. Wait, do I pop up on the observers for you? Oh, Michael, sorry. Do I pop up as an observer for you? I have my Z and Y observer.
Alright, we got the
That's saying at
Hit the
4,000.
localizer. And at JetBlue 6510 established on the localizer in 20.
What are you doing, plane? Why are you already going down to the final approach speed? I don't think that's how that works. Fine, you can reduce to 3.
I want to see if my plane automatically sends out flaps.
No, it doesn't automatically send out flaps. It only automatically retracts it.
JetBlue 6510. New Orleans wind 230320 movement.
20 clear to land, JetBlue 6510.
So it's only auto flap protection.
Yep. Hello, India Virtual Aviation. Welcome aboard. Hope you're doing well. All right, now we're not going for a butter here. We're going for a landing where we know we're on the ground. We're not trying to float it out on a 7,000 foot runway gear.
Alright, after rhythm down at 2000, we can expect to be localized 20740.
I'm way too high. I don't know what the hell is going on here.
2,500. 2,000 now. Well, actually, I'm probably going to keep down at 2,000 feet per minute. And then once I pass 10,000, I'm going to reduce my speed.
There's no vertical. Okay, I got the poppy now.
Okay, I'm a bit high and a bit fast. Let me reduce speed to 250. Speed.
I don't know what the hell is going on with my speed right now.
I'm gonna go max speed break.
I'm gonna need to go around. Hang on. If I can save this. I want to see if I can save this.
Save the... Why you have to...
Yeah, because my plane just did not descend from 3,000 feet.
Too fast.
Oh, I thought you meant save
Too fast.
Without your accent. I'm a bit high and a bit fast.
Approaching. 2-0. Too fast. Too
I
fast.
know we're too fast.
500.
Oh yeah, you're going around. Go around, I said, boy.
Unstable.
100 above.
Unstable.
You need to go around.
I want to see if I can do it.
No, you are not
Minimum
gonna disrespect
300.
JetBlue. You're gonna go around.
Got it. Got it.
Damn it, flight surgeon. Unrealistic.
200.
You were way
100.
too fast the entire time.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Alright, I'm pressing 10,000. 120 knots at JetBlue 401.
Wait, doesn't the 7110.65 say 230 knots is the maximum you can give on the descent?
That was a hard landing, but I did not expect anything different because it was
3,000
unstable.
remaining.
Here. You see, Michael? You see what you do? You make me pull up the 7110.65. Yeah.
Approaching.
I
2-9.
will prove you wrong right now. Controller resources 7110.65 Yankee HTML version. Just make that like
I will take that landing because I was way too fast, and I couldn't see the poppy, so I had to go strictly visual.
Speed adjustments.
It was a hard landing is what it was, but I needed to with that conditions.
What
did he say?
I have no idea. You can ask him. He's here.
We're going to Charlie 3 tonight on the north side.
6510 Echo Fox crossing to parking connect.
Echo Foxtrot to parking, JetBlue 6510. I'm not too concerned about the landing rate here because I had to plant it because of the short runway length. If I didn't, it would be a go around.
Okay.
Actually, in real life, that should have been a go around, but
Yeah. You just did very unrealistic numbers.
yeah.
Okay, so Michael, it's a 7110.65 Yankee, under radar, speed adjustments, paragraph 7-3. To arrival aircraft operating below 10,000 feet, turbojet aircraft, assign a speed not less than 210 knots, except for when the aircraft is flying, or correction, except for the aircraft as specified in paragraph B or.
Brakes
and then
on.
sub-paragraph B is assign a speed not less than 170 knots when the aircraft is within 25 miles of the runway threshold.
IFS had a very short runway. That's why. I had a short runway. That's why I had to do a firm landing. Otherwise,
I'm high.
Yep.
Right.
You see what happened?
Michael, shut up! Oh my god. You're embarrassing me. Fox 2, gear down.
And Houston Center, are we cleared across 29?
Negative.
But they're cleared across 29, JetBlue 6510.
I love how I heard myself on frequency. Localizer capture.
Turn right here.
Approaching.
JetBlue 410 or Crescent 401. Are we cleared for the localizer approach?
Yeah, I am actually quite content with the landing because we are landing on a very short runway. It's the shortest runway here at New Orleans, 7,000 feet. So I don't have room to float. In this, I don't have room to float. Now I need to figure out what park. I'm going to Charlie. I think I'll go to Charlie 5 because I think you're going to Charlie 3.
No, I'm going to Charlie 1. You're going to Charlie 3.
Okay, I'll go to Charlie 3 then. I know where it is. I can see it.
Alright, my aircraft.
Yeah, you see why I had to take control. Like I took control really early because of it.
Yeah. 7369 immediately.
Okay, now that we're clear of the active runway, I can turn off the strobes.
What kind of descent was that? Oh my god.
Yeah, this aircraft almost killed me, but we made it.
If I continue on this descent, right, I should be able to do it.
I had to idle the thrust very late and land with basically speed brakes in order to get it down.
Alright, Corona altitude 2,000, that is set.
Flight directors and LS can come off.
2,000 feet checks, still very high. Alright.
Not flying the passengers in the terminal, taxi lights can come off.
Alright.
Wind check.
Wait, you didn't clear me to land. Why am I asking for
Disregarding. JetBlue 401, we're on final front with T0. T0, go to land, JetBlue 401.
Alright, there we go. I'm on. There we go.
Get rid of this.
Alright, 5-0, I'm on final. Can you see me yet?
I'm parking and the terminal is right in my way. So I can't. But yeah, well, I can see your call sign through the terminal now.
Right.
That's why my lights. It was looking really bright.
I didn't have to go around because I'm
It's telling me to go to the left. I don't know. I really can't go much to the left.
Ooh, that was harsh. But anyways, we're down.
Yours is hard too?
I'll check the landing right here in a second. But
mine was 473 according to the landing gear plugin, 452 according to Simple Pro.
Step by one. I deleted my landing gear. I'll check some tool in a second.
You had to do a firm landing on that runway. My God.
It's the same length as runway 4 and 22 at LaGuardia.
Yeah.
Brakes are hot. I think that kind of makes sense.
Stop. Okay. Let's turn off the engines.
Alright, show let's.
I have a feeling Sam is not gonna work. And I am right about that.
Michael, don't ask me where I'm parking. I'm parking where flight station is.
Cabin crew disarm doors.
You know what, Michael? Michael. I already answered your question, technically. Just not on frequency, but your question is still answered.
JetBlue 41 taxi to parking to Echo Fox.
You said Echo and what? Oh, Echo Foxtrot cross runway 29er. We're jumping for 1.
Yeah, the SAM isn't working, but that's okay. We made it down. We are down in New Orleans. The Big Easy.
Alright, let me check what Simtoka Pro got that as. Oh hell no, that's a lie.
What was yours?
Negative 438, that's a lie.
You thought it was worse or better?
Better.
That Sim Toolkit one is actually accurate.
It is, but the thing is that XP Realistic V2, the head movement on flare throws you off completely.
Yep.
Welcome to New Orleans. Sorry about that landing. It's a very short runway. We were able to stop within a good distance of the runway, so we apologize about that. Once again, we're going to be checking to the gate Charlie 1, and your baggage will be available.
Oh wait, I'm at Charlie 1. Oops.
I'm gonna ask how. That's where my thing parks. I'm gonna ask how.
I'm at Charlie 1. Good night. Thank you, India Virtual Aviation and Renard. We will run some replays.
Houston Center, Delta Tug 1, we're on the ground in New Orleans. We'd like to push that JetBlue aircraft off of Charlie 1 and put them on Charlie 3.
Request denied. We got this JetBlue livery with the DirecTV.
Wait, I'm DirecTV for you?
Yeah.
But I'm an A321.
I don't know. Now this damn SAM here is very, in general SAM is very glitchy, like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Why did he? Okay. Oh yeah, SAM is like that.
If my engines are off, my anti-collision light is off.
I don't disconnect, I'm gonna take a screenshot of you.
My anti-collision is off, all these lights are off, and it still didn't connect. I don't know why my bleed is on.
You wanna know the funniest thing? Throughout this whole flight, I'm just seeing now.
What?
Over here. Like, I didn't see you at Boston at all because I was focusing on my plane. So I'm only now seeing you.
Oh. That head shake is too much for
it is.
XP Realistic V2.
I mean, you can turn it down, but by default, it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's trying to say something or not because he keeps joining and leaving.
Night stream was my first time. We had interesting aviation content. Thank you so much, Leonardo. Thank you, and hope to see you again soon. And there's Spec Life with me and my JetBlue Red Sox livery, and he and his DirecTV livery.
DirecTV's only on A320s.
Yeah, I know.
Am I an A321 for you though?
I think you're an A320. I think you are an A320.
Alright. Are you not gonna say how I'm the biggest JetBlue fanboy in the whole world, man?
Oh yeah, he is the biggest JetBlue fanboy in the whole world. I do have ortho for here, and
oh shit,
it's very good. Very good ortho actually. If you want to see video of the ortho here, I flew the 767 into Frankfurt. I mean, from Frankfurt to here, and I landed on the runway 11. I pretty much flew a very similar approach to this, except we landed on the perpendicular runway, and it was at sunset, so it was beautiful. But today was a pretty straightforward flight, and we're on the ground on blocks. And the passengers should have gotten off the plane by now.
Park brake. Perfect. Engine 1, engine 2. Turning off our transponder. Beacon light coming off, seatbelt sign coming off. Damn it, Sam.
It didn't work for you either?
No. Not even manual. Oh, auto mode's working.
Auto mode didn't even work for me.
Alright,
you too, Leonardo.
Alright, I've got the screenshot. You can disconnect now.
Yeah, I'll disconnect and run the replay. I'm gonna run very quick replays because I am so tired. It is 2 a.m. and yeah. Because I went to work today. I went to work. I had worked 7 hours today.
Oof. Alright, this plane is probably gonna stay here overnight, so.
Yep. Oh, I love these IAE sound packs.
It's so good.
I love the IAE sounds.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people prefer CFM. I'm like, no.
See you, IFS.
That was a nice flight. Okay, but I'm very pissed because of what it said my landing rate was. Alright, so let me finish our flight. Finishing fuel 7,000 kilos. Damn, I just pulled a Pakistani in. Wait, what was that Pakistan plane that crashed recently?
8303.
I just pulled one of those. Or both of us pulled one of those on approach today.
Oh, the really fast?
Yeah, really fast and really high.
Yep. That's because I don't know what this plane did with that approach. It just mismanaged it.
Yeah.
But we're down.
Oh, did you use self-loading cargo for this way?
I did not.
So.
Did you?
No, I don't have it.
Oh yeah, I didn't use it.
No, have you given up with it?
No, I just forgot.
Oh. You forgot because of all the crap that went on.
Yeah.
Where were you? What was your initial flight? It was like with
Denver to
Southwest
BWI.
Denver to BWI?
Yeah.
You should have done Denver to LaGuardia. That's the longest flight.
That's the longest flight, but my the flight that I found, the only flight that I could find on Flight Radar that operated at that time, the real time, was the Denver to Baltimore.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that was hard. That was definitely hard.
Like, what else could you do, though, with that length of the runway and...
No, but my landing was hard. Hold on.
We were perfectly down on the aiming marker.
I touched down before the 1,000-footers.
I touched down on the 1,000-footers. A little bit to the right of the center, but nothing too serious.
Here, you want to see my terrible landing?
Actually, my landing was not bad at all.
Well, your approach was, but...
My approach was bad. I mean, my landing was like... My approach was god-awful, because... You know what? I realized it. It's an error I made because I'm too tired. I should have put the minimum... I should put the minimum altitude in the MCP.
Yeah.
They would have descended me on profile until then. Alright, let's see if there's a tower view. We can see what the landing was like. It was a very unstable approach. But we got it down. The fact that I was able to slow it down is what I'm proud of, actually. I did not think I was going to be able to pull that off. Hurricane Gaming says whelp. What whelp? I'm late as usual. Yeah. We're almost done. We're wrapping it up.
Alright, time to fly back to Boston.
Oh, hell no.
What do you mean, oh hell no?
I mean, it'll be a red eye. We'll reach there at like 6 a.m.
And?
No, I'm saying that JetBlue actually does operate red eyes like that.
But yeah, I mean, you're both about to do that.
I'm going to bed.
Negative. Same
Positive.
intentions.
Great, gear up. I just love hearing the engines.
I know, they're just so good.
This is the FT Sim IAE sound pack, by the way, guys.
It's available for the A319, A320, A321. I definitely got my plane down.
Yeah, my passengers knew they were down. That's a fact.
No, you're complaining about. Wait, what was your landing?
According to Sim Toolkit Pro, it was 452.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 250. Okay.
No,
So
no,
we
no,
basically have the same landing, right?
Very similar landings. I didn't feel comfortable with like flaring it too much.
Yeah.
Cause like I thought that like if I flared it too much, I'd float and then have to go around. Granted, I probably should have gone around anyway because of.
Especially your rich.
You know the thing that really pisses me off with X-Plane is how it loads in everything. It's like in real life, you take it visual way before because you can see the poppy.
Yeah.
But with X-Plane, the poppy doesn't load until late. So you're in this weird limbo.
Yeah. I know, it's very weird.
I love hearing these engine sounds.
You don't know how much I don't get how people prefer CFM over IAEs when it comes to sound. Also, a lot of people see that planes cross, or a lot of people, like, obviously you're supposed to cross over the threshold at 50 feet.
Yeah.
But a lot of planes in real life also do it at 30 feet.
Yeah.
That's basically what I did.
I didn't hear any callouts actually. Wait, no, I did. I don't even remember. I don't remember what I.
You're so tired you don't even remember.
Yeah.
You wanna know how you're gonna fix your tiredness? Flying back to Boston.
Oh hell no! I'm going to bed. If I were in mint class though, I could fix my tiredness by doing that. But I'm in the front of the aircraft class. As in, I get paid to be there. I don't pay to be there. I get paid to be there.
Yep.
I don't know.
That was a fun flight.
Yeah, that was a fun flight. I feel like if I'd floated it any more down the runway, I feel like I would have had to go around.
Yeah.
Cause like yeah, it's a 7,000 foot runway, but given like where the marker is, we probably only have about 5,900 to 6,000 feet to stop.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people fail to realize. Just because the runway can be that long doesn't mean that the runway is actually that long from when you touch down to the end of your rollout.
Yeah. And like I took up most of the runway. That was a fun flight. Hello, FFA 2004. We're going to sleep now.
No, we're going to fly back to Boston.
Alright guys, yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you so much to SpecLife for flying with me. Thank you to Michael for controlling. Michael is a visiting controller at mine and SpecLife's centers at Artex. Let's see who's in the chat today. Renard, Captain K, Captain Isle, Vision, Captain Reynolds, Avgeek07, Pilot Krish. By the way, keep Pilot Krish's family in your thoughts. His grandfather died today. Hemant, Leonardo, Avio Man, Kritik Shivanshu, India Virtual Aviation, IFS, and Hurricane and Avifan 2004. Thank you so much for coming to the chat. And thank you to Spec Life and Michael and Saturn and Vanch for being in the voice chat. But yeah, see you next time. I will leave you with the landing aircraft and then I'll put it to the end screen. Why is it easier to bounce a 737 than an A320?
Because the 737, you actually have to. Like the Airbus, it does everything. Here, you want to see my landing while we're at it? Alright, next man. Damn. That was hard. I think I'm streaming it on Discord now.
Well, great job on that.
Thank you, but it was very hard at the same time. Let me know when you're watching and I'll play it. Oh, there you go. Yeah. I mean, people will feel it, but they wouldn't know whether that's good or bad or not. Boom. Yeah, like at basically 900 feet.
That's exactly how the tallest lands. Like, you have nothing to do, but this is exactly how the tallest lands.
Yeah. But you can see, one thing I dislike is that it raises your head up with X realistically too. So kind of, it throws you off. I'm like, what is my plane doing?